go into the turret.
Oh, that's cool. Okay.
Which is really neat, actually.
That is really neat. I am starting the live stream, by the way.
Live stream.
Live to the live stream. We will watch some Halo.
That's a Lion King song.
Yeah, it was. Tune into the live stream where we will talk some Halo.
Yes, I know.
Talk some
exactly.
Halo. Talk some Halo. Real mystery.
Oh my god. So many ads.
Will talk.
It's just full of ads.
They will talk some Halo.
A Wimbleway, a Wimbleway, a Wimbleway, a Wimbleway.
In Halo, Halo in Infinite, the Warthog may not roll. Will the Warthog, oh, will the Warthog, oh, will the Warthog roll? We don't know, we don't know, we don't know, we don't know. Ooh.
Game Warrior, hello!
Oh, we don't know, oh, we don't know, oh, we don't know. RealMistry with the sub!
Damn right. I'm tired of these freaking ads.
Tired of these.
Tired of these freaking ads. Every stream I jump in now is just an ad, and I'm like, ugh.
I'm tired of these freaking ads.
I've actually been debating on
DaddyTrax.
whether or not I should probably get the Twitch Turbo or whatever at this point.
Twitch Turbo? What is that?
I think it's a subscription to Twitch or something where it's like no ads and like a couple other extra benefits or something.
Oh, well, that's cool. Okay. Ooh, okay.
Game Warrior, my good sir, I've been wanting to tell you, you keep spelling my name wrong. I don't know if it's on purpose or not. If it's on purpose, let me know, please. Okay, what's included with Twitch Turbo? Ad-free viewing.
Nice.
Chat badge, expanded emote set, custom chat and username, extended broadcast storage. $10 a month. Well, I guess $9 a month.
Damn. Seems like a lot. You don't get a free sub every month?
I don't think so. It doesn't say that.
What? Come on, guys.
Yeah, it should be one free sub. At least. Oh, wow, that's a fancy song. Yo, where'd you get this song from?
Who are you talking to? Me?
You.
The song we have in the background right now?
Yeah, the one that's playing right now, you know.
This is on Spotify, and the song is called Set a Fire in Your Heart. Boom.
Did you listen to the first 5 minutes of Pig Squad?
No, not yet. I want to check that out.
Dude,
are they on Spotify?
They patronize
Hold on, I'll
us.
pull it up right now. Are they on Spotify?
They very subtly patronize us throughout the entire first 5 minutes of the episode.
They are on Spotify. Hold on, let me play this. Yo, are they using our intro?
Yeah, they are.
What is this, dude?
They are.
Yo, they're using our intro song.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I saw Jimmy down at Wendy's.
Jimmy!
You were, I even texted you. You said it was subtly patronizing.
Yeah. I thought he was dead, but I guess he's not. He was in line. Yeah. It was the weirdest thing. He was in line. Not
Are you playing it on the actual thing?
Yeah, everyone can hear it right now.
Yes, you are.
Yeah.
But it was like he wasn't even working there. He was just telling everyone coming into the drive-thru line, we're out of baked potatoes. That was like his whole job, was just to tell them.
I still think, yeah, the first 5 minutes of that is just so great.
Yeah, like as you roll up, yeah, we're out of baked potatoes. Okay.
I've heard the same thing.
Yeah. So is there a potato shortage? Like I don't know what's going on.
Yeah, I don't know. Well, it's good to hear that he's healthy and happy. That's the important part.
He's alive and kicking and well. But,
Dude, if he heard this, he would lose his mind right now.
Yeah. I mean,
did he end up finding it?
We got things.
I hope this Jim is dead thing becomes a meme that just kind of takes on a life of its own.
He's working at Wendy's.
It's starting to, and he's not dead.
He's dead, dude.
Pigspot have
Random
confirmed
dude
he's
wearing
not
a Wendy's
dead.
shirt standing outside. We're out of baked potatoes. Just
Yeah.
think, you know,
You're
he could have
wondering,
been, he could have been staying at home collecting that $600, but no, big guy decided to stand outside of Wendy's in the
Oh, here we go,
drive-thru
spamming.
and just say "Rata baked potatoes." They could have.
I need to create like a damn button.
Dude,
now.
that's really
Click
funny,
in.
man. I gotta go back. I gotta listen to that
It's
episode.
fantastic.
I have to.
It's so great to just.
Jimmy would lose his mind. He would feel
yeah.
like he'd be like, I don't understand. Why are they talking about me? He'd be like,
I do love
I don't
that
get
they
it.
did
What
spend-
is
yeah.
happening here? Why?
I do love, yeah. I do love that they spent the first 5 minutes just talking about that. It's just fantastic.
He'll be so confused. I love it. I can't wait. He'll be so confused, man. All right, let me oh, what a week. All right. Let's us get started. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the podcast. Welcome to the live stream of the podcast, of the rebroadcast of us.
So now, like, what do? Do we now take their intro for their podcast and now put it on ours?
I think we have
this
to.
episode?
I think, well, not for this episode because I don't
Well,
have it.
they change it, right?
I don't know. I don't even have it queued
It's
up.
a little difficult now.
I don't have it queued sticked up, you know. So we gotta figure that out, you know.
Right, fair enough.
Right?
We don't have it sticked up.
No, we don't. But I like that idea of like, I don't know what you call that. Honoring other podcasts, stealing, having fun with.
It's not thievery. Did we give them permission? Did they ask for permission?
They
Did
didn't.
they just take it?
Yeah, they just took it. But
they just took it.
They're also politically incorrect, so that's what you can do that.
Right.
Right.
Fair enough.
It's like that one puppet. Hold on a second. Let me start the show, dude. What am I doing? All right, here we go. It's like what was the name of that little
Borrowed
puppet?
without asking.
What was the name of that little puppet? The dog who would just like make fun of people and say like the most ruthless. He was a comic, a comedian. He wasn't actually a comedian because it was a dog puppet, and the puppet wasn't the comedian, but the guy holding the puppet. Ruthless.
Oh, like from like.
What's his name?
Oh, shoot, with the cigar in his mouth.
Yeah,
or
with the
whatever?
cigar. Who was that?
I
What's that
don't
thing's
remember.
name? Because whatever.
I don't remember.
Triumph.
Triumph, the insulting comic dog. or
That's it,
something, right?
Triumph.
Yeah, there we go.
Yeah, so it's like, I don't know what that had to do with anything. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. We're talking about Triumph, the puppet dog.
Put the puppet.
Triumph, the puppet dog. And somehow
what
that
we're
related
talking
to
about.
Pig's Pod stealing our intro. I think that was. Oh, I think the point I was trying to make is when you're politically incorrect, you can kind of do whatever you want and get away with it, right?
Facts.
Like you're political, so you can say, hey, I'm politically incorrect. I'll do what I want, you know. And Triumph the puppet dog was politically incorrect, but the dog could just kind of do what it wanted. You get what I'm saying?
Yep.
It's kind of like
We
what they
can
did.
get away with it.
Yeah, check out the last episode of Pig's Pod, and you'll see a nice little nod, I would say, to what we got going on over here at the Red Spartan.
Facebook.com/pigpod.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, it's actually kind of funny. If you're a fan of our show, you'll like at least the first couple minutes that I was listening to. I don't know about the rest of their episode, but at least the first beginning part where they were like us, you'll like that.
Oh my god.
What?
Could that be any more self-centered?
Look, dude, I gotta throw it back at him, okay? I'm not gonna sit here and just take it, you know? Look, you dish it out, you take it, you take a spoonful, you give a spoonful. Isn't that what you guys say up there in Canada? Give a syrup, take a syrup.
Yeah, no, yeah. I was gonna say we don't do spoonfuls. It's just syrup.
You give a maple tree, you take a maple tree. You know?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
You sip a maple tree.
You cut one down, you plant another one, right?
Okay, no.
The Lord
No.
giveth and the Lord taketh, right?
All right.
Whatever.
Okay.
So, ladies and gentlemen, welcome. We are talking. No guest this week. Thank God.
Thank him as well. Why?
Yeah, thank God. We
Why?
lost Q-Stick. It's the third one to be on the show and then die. So we've
Right.
We've lost 3 people now, and
We're just not good at having 3.
we're not good at keeping people alive. We're really not. We're not a good trio.
F in the chat for
F in the
Q-Stick.
chat for all the people who have been on our show and ended up dying. Anyway, I don't know. Look, today I'm feeling a little foggy today, so I'm gonna try my best here. we had the Halo Infinite. Actually, first, Mystery, what you been up to, dude? How you been?
I have been doing great. This is gonna sound weird, but like this week.
That didn't sound robotic. I am doing great.
I am doing great.
I'm doing great. Are you being held hostage?
Yeah,
wink
there's
twice
a
for yes. This guy's about to murder me.
Listen, you cannot tell if I'm winking with that silhouette on me, right?
Well, wink hard enough that I can hear it.
You know what? Tell you what. I will adjust in my seat, right? And
Okay.
that'll be the dead giveaway as to whether or not.
I'm pretty sure that you get out of your seat on loop about every minute and 28 seconds, if I remember correctly. So, if that's what we're going off of, you are definitely being held hostage right now.
Yeah, exactly. No, actually, this is the our big boss at the theater has taken a week off. So
Whoa.
this is the first day, or at least yesterday was the first day where I didn't have to hear like mystery being yelled 24/7.
I think it's hilarious that they call you Mystery at your job. I think that's really funny. There's a couple people who are at my job who call me Trax, but it's only a couple. Like if the whole office called me Trax, that would be wild. I think that's so funny they call you Mystery there.
Is that because they know that you're Trax on the internet?
Yeah, I didn't introduce myself that way. I didn't go, hey guys, how are you? My first day, my name is Trax. I did not do that.
I think that's the way we should introduce ourselves.
That's not a bad idea. You know, I actually thought if I ever made a lot of money one day doing something that I would change. I don't know why that was like the thought process, but that's actually my thought process of changing my last name from Skozelic. I'll dox myself. I don't care. Skozelic to Trax, and then I could be Jonathan Paul Trax. How's that sound?
That I kind of like. I kind of like Skozelic.
Jonathan Trax.
Did I say it right? Skozelic?
You know what's funny, man? I've been alive for 30 years of my life. And every single time I tell somebody how to pronounce my last name, it gets butchered literally the next second. You are the first person, I think, you might actually be the first person who hears my last name and then repeats it back to me exactly correct. Skozelic. Dude, at work they go like, oh, Skinelli. I'm like, bro,
Skinelli?
You're adding letters that aren't there. You turn me into 100%.
Where did the N come from?
Yeah, you turn me 100% Italian. Like, who's Skinelli? They're like,
why do I sound like a food?
Like, yeah, Tony Skinelli over there. Like, no, it's Jonathan Skozelic. Okay, there's no Skinelli. There's no N. There's no I. What are we doing here?
They were going for cannoli, so it was like Skinoli.
They said I sounded like a good pasta brand, you know, like Skinelli spaghetti, Skinelli fettuccine.
Right, yeah, there you go.
You know, you got
so like
Barilla right there on the shelf, and right next Skinelli pasta.
Right, there you go.
Yo, if I ever start a food company, it's gonna be called Skinelli, dude. It's gonna be called Skinelli. Everyone's gonna be like, oh, it's an Italian name, you know? It's a Skinelli.
Yeah, Skinelli spaghetti or something like that, you know?
Skinelli spaghetti, dude.
That's what it'd be called.
I'll open a food truck, Skinelli spaghetti. All I'll make is spaghetti, and like that's it. That's all I know how to do, because I don't even know how to cook that much, but I can make.
Yeah, that's $1 billion business right there.
Yeah, Skinelli spaghetti.
I would also like an Easter egg in like in Halo Infinite, where you have your truck in a corner somewhere on Zeta Halo.
Yeah, dude. Put the Skinelli spaghetti food truck on Zeta Halo.
There you go.
The Marines need to eat.
They need to eat, man. They
gotta eat.
And then as a side business, you can serve the banished as well.
Yeah, look, whoever wants to eat, I'm entrepreneurial. I'll sell it to whoever. Marine, Brute, Forerunner, Didact if he wants to come back.
Oh wait, no.
Yeah, I'll give it to the Flood. I'll make some spaghetti with some little grunts in there. You know, a big bowl of grunt spaghetti. You know, I wish we had somebody who photoshopped all the time, because I would love to see some of these things we're talking about right now, like cartooned up. You know,
is there anybody that photoshops?
Who's a photoshopper? Because I'm about to start paying you to make some stuff. Just saying.
Is there a Photoshopper?
Hear ye, is there a Photoshopper here? I don't know what that accent is, dude, but we're just going with it, okay? My brain's fried. I went out last night. I had a good time.
Did you?
I did.
That's good to hear. You had a good time.
I had a couple Jack and Cokes.
Sorry, does that mean? What does that mean?
Huh? Jack and Coke?
Yeah. What are you taking someone's Coke? Okay, I'm not gonna lie. That was a little bit of a stretch. Okay, like
I like that.
It was a little bit of a stretch.
I went to
like,
this
I
bar
even
last
felt
night
like
and I jacked someone's Coke. I jacked your Coke. Jack your Coke. The waitress goes, "You want a Jack and Coke?" I said, "Nah, Jack your Coke." And I took her Coke, and she was
like, "Don't worry, I got this."
Yeah, don't worry, I got this. I'll jack his Coke over there. I don't know, dude. What are we talking about?
Yeah, no, I know very well
Jack
that was definitely a bit of a stretch.
Jack Daniels with Coca-Cola in it. It's a very nice drink that I enjoy. I like Coca. I don't really drink soda, but I'll drink soda with alcohol. With alcohol, when I have alcohol, I'll drink it with soda. And so Jack and Coke is kind of like a default drink for me. Mystery, do you drink at all or do you not drink?
Negative.
Okay, all right, no worries.
Which is why a lot of these, whenever you guys say drinks, I'd be like, yep.
Oh
yep,
yeah, drinking.
I totally
That sounds,
do not know what you're talking about.
There you go.
Nod and say yes. Yep.
No worries, dude. No worries. But yeah, Jack and Coke. That's kind of like my default. I like that one. Okay. So you had a good week then, right?
Yeah, I finished off Crash Bandicoot 4 today. At least the main campaign for Crash
Nice.
Bandicoot 4.
Okay.
So that was exciting.
Is there Crash 5?
Well, this Crash 4 that I played was the newest Crash 4 that came out like, last year.
Okay.
It was It's About Time. So I spent a good chunk of my afternoon actually streaming the last 3 levels of that game and struggling so much.
Oh, really?
There was a lot of deaths. I have a death counter on my stream for like Crash Bandicoot games.
Oh, that's cool.
And yeah, like I died quite a bit. I think in like one of the missions I tried like over 100 times and definitely died.
Wow, dude.
Yeah, that platforming in that game is rather difficult, and that's just a casual playthrough. Don't even get me started on the like boxes that you have to get for the gem and like the relic time, and like there's a completion like relic or something, and like there's a whole other thing too.
How does Crash 4 stack up against like the old games? Is it like right in line with them? Is it harder? Is it a little bit easier? Like how does that stack up with the old ones?
I'm gonna have to say Crash 4, It's About Time, not Wrath of Cortex, because there was a Wrath of Cortex that came out years ago.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a timeline thing, man. It's a timeline thing. They decided to retcon like Wrath of Cortex, which is like the 4th Crash Bandicoot game that came out initially. And now they called this one Crash Bandicoot 4, It's About Time. And I'd have to say this is probably the most difficult Crash Bandicoot game.
Really?
Yeah.
That's good to hear, because like, you know, it feels like a modern day, whenever they make games, they kind of like soften them, you know, they make them kind of easy. They hold your hand and they kind of, you know, they spoon you as you're trying to play the game, you know?
Yeah. No, I feel like this one was definitely the most difficult. And then the second most difficult would be Crash Bandicoot 1.
Yeah.
And then Crash 2, and then Crash 3.
Okay.
Yeah, just on a platforming thing.
Right.
What's going on, man?
I don't know. I really liked my use of spooning in that sentence. I don't know why. I like cracked up on the inside a lot when I said that. I don't know what's wrong with me, dude. I don't
know if I disregarded that or something. Like how did you say it?
You laughed when I said it.
I was laughing at.
Yeah, I said like new games. They hold your hand, you know. They kind of like, you know, they're right behind you. You know, they spoon you, you know, when you're playing the game. You know, they cater to you too much, is what I was trying to say. I feel like I shouldn't have repeated all that.
I feel like we're gonna have to get off of this food analogy stuff, man.
Nah, you know. All right, let's you know. Well, okay. Well, my past week was good. Yeah, I
I don't know. Are you questioning it, or I'm confused now? Was it or was it not?
No, it was fine. Dude, I don't know what's going on. You got me all goofy, Mystery. I'm like nervous around you right now.
Okay, yeah, there you go. See, we miss a guest host all of a sudden, and now you go all goofy on us.
You make me
There you
nervous,
go.
Mystery.
Yes.
The celebrity
go.
here. All right.
I'm not a celebrity.
You are to me. I played Halo Infinite this weekend.
Did you now?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And that's going to be the bulk of the conversation tonight. But I just want to say I really enjoyed... What night was it? I played with a bunch of people throughout the whole weekend, Friday and Saturday. But Saturday, I played a bunch of games with Fire Mage Gaming. And I can't wait to tell you about some of those. I had... You know how, like, one of the things that brings us back to Halo, it's like there's all these memories we have, these crazy moments that happen, these, like,
Right,
these...
yeah.
Okay, I had one of those moments the other day, and I got done that night, and I just remember thinking to myself, like, I can't believe the amount of fun that I had playing this game. So I'm excited
wow.
to talk about that. I had a very good
Okay.
time with the Halo Infinite flight. So, let's go ahead and get into the flight. Let's talk about the flight. You guys want to talk about the flight? Let's talk about the flight.
I need my boarding pass first.
You got it together, dude? You got your ID too?
Oh, I mean, well, yeah, I should probably get my passport as
Yeah,
well.
dude.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. If you're flying to another country, bro, you're gonna need that passport. Wait, do you need the
Yeah.
passport to go in between provinces? You don't, right? They're like states.
It's good to carry one just in case.
Oh, you sound like my dad. My dad's that kind of person.
Yeah.
Yeah, my dad will be like, make sure you have your passport, a case of water, a rifle, hunting gear. I'm like, Dad, I'm
Yeah,
just
well-
going to like Maryland, bro. What are you talking about? When I was a kid, he would never let us drive, like, unless we were wearing sneakers. Because for some reason, he was like, well, in case we have to run. I'm like, Dad, what the hell's going to happen that you think we need our sneakers on to run? Like, because in the car, bro, I'd want to be comfortable, right? So I'm thinking to myself, like, let me take my shoes off. Let me relax a little bit, you know? But no. The second you took off your sneakers, it was like the end of the world, because just in case, we ended up on the side of the road and we had to crawl out of our car. We needed to make sure we had sneakers on so we didn't cut our feet on the glass crawling out of the broken car. Like, he always thinks that way. He's like such a...
Your dad sounds like he was ready for a zombie apocalypse.
Oh, yeah, he's... Look, if a zombie apocalypse... if a zombie apocalypse broke out, I'm going to North Carolina. I'm going to where my dad's at. Because that dude, first off, he fought in Vietnam. Okay, so he has some... experience with the apocalypse, I'll say. He has experience with hell, okay? I'll leave it at that.
Okay.
And so, yeah, he would definitely, I mean, he's 75 right now, but I would still want to be around him during the end of the world or something.
Have you
Definitely
ever
do
asked your dad what's his zombie plan?
it. No. But
I'm kind of curious to know what his answer would be. Actually,
He had
this way.
he had end of the world plans like every few years, depending on who was elected president. He has had end of the world plans, whenever like a storm is coming. He had end of the world plans ready to go for COVID. Like, he is just like, when something happens and his mind goes like, okay, what's the worst thing this could turn into? I'm planning for that. And it's like, Dad, you probably don't need to do that, but it's okay in case something does break out, maybe maybe it's good that he kind of thinks that way. It's like those...
You go in your basement and you just find all these like files for contingency plans. It's like all these maps of the world and everything. This is the subway line. This is the sewer line. He's got himself. Yeah, I got you.
I wouldn't be surprised if there were like plans written out somewhere in my house right now, because well, I don't want to give too much information away. I wouldn't be surprised if my dad had plans for like how to handle home invasions and stuff like that, like mapped out, and it's probably a good thing for all families to have, especially when you live in Philadelphia. But I'm just saying, it's like, I imagine that he had a lot of that stuff planned out, ready to go. So it's interesting. He's an interesting guy.
It's like the Macaulay Culkin of like Home Alone if somebody comes in.
Yeah, instead of a little kid though, it's a 75-year-old man. Yeah, they should do
needs to
that.
happen!
They should do that. They need to reboot Home Alone, but instead of a kid, it's a 75-year-old Vietnam veteran, okay? And like everyone leaves, they're like, he'll be fine. And then he's at home. It's like, oh, dude, this is such a great. Hey, Hollywood, listen up. 75-year-old Vietnam veteran, Home Alone, whatever, rebooted. It's like Rambo and Home Alone in one movie. That's such a good idea.
You got a little taste of it in that Bond movie. What was it, Skyfall or something?
You know
Didn't
what?
they booby trap that one like house or something like that?
I didn't see the newest James Bond movie. I didn't see.
One?
I didn't see any of the Daniel Craig James Bond movies.
I see. Okay.
So I'm kind of sad about because I've heard they're all amazing movies.
Not all of them.
Oh, well, I heard they were okay.
Yeah.
I grew up with Pierce Brosnan.
Brosnan is your Bond?
Yeah. GoldenEye, Tomorrow Never Dies, Nightfire, I think was one of them.
Die Another Day.
I don't remember. Yeah, Die Another Day.
I think Die Another Day was the last one that he did. And then after that it was Casino Royale.
Yeah, probably. It's weird that they have like this character that just exists indefinite.
His name is Bond.
James Bond. Da-da, da-da, da-da-da, ma-na-na-na, da-na-na. The song is kick-ass though. Dun, dun, ma-na-na-na, dun, dun, da-na-na-na. I like that how they keep it like true too. Like every movie is like the same thing. You know, they point the gun at that. Do 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 do. Anyway, you know what I would love to see? This will never happen, but you know what I would love to see? I'd love to see Tom Cruise as James Bond, and then he does Ethan Hunt from Mission Impossible, but then he's also James Bond. That I would be very happy about that. I know people would hate it, and I know I'm like 1 in 3 people who loves Tom Cruise, but that would make me really happy. I mean, really happy.
So, like, if he's doing a stunt for him being Ethan Hunt, and he's doing a stunt also for him being James Bond, like, will he just be broken?
No, bro. It's like the movie producers come together and they go, okay, can we use this shot in both movies? You know, and then like they have him do all the stunts from different angles, so you think that it's like a different stunt from something else, but he does all the same shit. Dude, he does all of his own stunts. The one thing I love about him, he forced all of his co-stars in the new Top Gun movie to learn how to fly those jets.
Did he really? So
all those scenes where the crew's flying the jets, you know, in like some movies, bro, it's like a stunt guy and they only shoot him from the back, right? And it's like, well, if you stop it, you can kind of tell, like, that's not the dude. Nope. All the planes, all the flying, it's all these actors. And Tom Cruise goes, you're going to be in a movie with me, you're going to learn how to fly a goddamn plane. It's like, what? That is so cool. I think that is so cool. I think that's dope, bro. You know?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
I want to see Tom Cruise in Halo now.
You want to see Tom Cruise in Halo now?
Yeah, I want to see him do the Halo
Who would
movie.
you see Tom Cruise as in Halo?
Well, yeah, he couldn't be Master Chief because you'd never see his face. He'd have to be some like.
All of a sudden, he's just gonna be like Master Chief will always have his helmet off, like all of a sudden.
Yeah, exactly. And he's just like super friendly and has a big smile with an extra tooth in the middle. Somebody ruined him for me. I forget who it was, but they're like, "Did you know he has like a tooth in the middle of his head?" I'm like, "What are you talking about?" And then they showed me, and they actually ruined him for me. I was like, "Oh, you ruined Tom Cruise! I can't believe it." Anyway, let's move on from Tom Cruise, shall we? Let's talk about this Halo Infinite flight. This past weekend, September 24, 25, 26, 343 put out the second flight here. Now, what's cool about this flight is literally every single Halo insider who signed up before September 13th was able to join this flight. This is a good thing, right? Let's think about this for a second. The first flight, select number of people, okay? It went well enough where they thought to themselves, hey, well, this is what I'm thinking. This is my theory. The stress test, like on the back end, the networking and everything like that, must have gone well enough, Mystery, that they were like, okay, let's have all the insiders come, right? That's kind of what I was thinking. Let's have all the insiders come. The testing is going well. The testing is working well. This is good. Let's have all the insiders come. Let's test it even more. Okay. And then we just got news that this coming weekend, the first weekend in October, they are going to have any Xbox player is allowed to get in on the Halo Infinite beta. I took this to be a sign that the stress test must be going incredibly well. Mystery, what do you think there? Are you in agreement with me, or do you think they're just, trying to get more people involved? Like, what do you think is going on there?
I guess it seems like they are confident in it, because of the fact that they're allowing more people, right?
Right.
So yeah, I feel like they're a bit more confident on that, but at the end of the day, I guess the more people you have, the more chances of glitches and the more chances of all these bugs that you're gonna end up finding, and also stress testing the network will be great for day one release. They'll have that all ironed out, I suppose. Hopefully.
Yeah, it has me feeling really, really confident. I mean, I know that during the first flight there were a whole bunch of networking issues, and I guess whatever they did on the back end to kind of sort that out, I think that they sorted out really well. And now this weekend we're going to have every single Xbox player who wants to join in on this beta, they can. And I think that's awesome. I can't wait to see what happens. On Saturday, by the way, we are doing a game night. I may as well put this out here right now. We are doing a game night on Saturday for our community. We did this last Saturday. I played Halo Infinite last Saturday with everybody. So I hope that you will join me this Saturday. The beta the Infinite flight starts at 8 p.m. Eastern time. And look, this is Halo Infinite BTB. This is big team battle. Okay, teams of 12. Okay, so we're gonna get a party going. I'll get the drinks flowing. Okay, and we will have a good time on Saturday night, and we'll play for 4 hours between 8 and midnight. I think it'll be a lot of fun. So, if you want to join us, we're going to be going live, or we're going to be starting at 8 p.m. Eastern time. If you just want to hang out and you don't want to play, but you just want to hang out, Fire Mage Gaming is going to be streaming the community night, twitch.tv/fire_mage_gaming. So kind of like the same usual stuff, but we have we're starting at 8 o'clock instead of 11 o'clock at night, to work around the flight. So be on the lookout for that and join us that night. I'm incredibly excited for BTB. Now, Mystery, tell me about how much time that you got in on the flight this weekend, because I really want to get into a couple different details here about things that I was surprised by, things that I'm happy about, and honestly, I am riding sky high right now on Halo. I'm very, very happy from what I saw from the flight, but I know that you didn't have as much time with it as I did, so I would love to kind of jump in on where you're at, see what you're thinking about a couple things, and then we can kind of expand upon that.
Okay, so I didn't have much time to be able to play the Halo Infinite flight test this weekend. I played for about 45 minutes actually.
Okay.
On Sunday, it was around 4. I think it was like 4 to 5, like 4:15 to 5 or something like that. Around that time, that was the time. That would be Eastern Standard Time, because that was the time they were still doing their matchmaking for the morning section of Sunday, at least.
Okay.
So I got in a few games, and I got completely creamed.
Ugh.
Like 4 times over at least. It was interesting, I suppose. Although I did have a chance to, mess around with a couple of things. We got some vehicular warfare a little bit in one of the maps that I played.
Now, I did not play on Sunday, so I didn't get a chance to use any of the vehicles. Can you tell me a little bit more about your impressions of the vehicles, what ones you were able to drive, and if anything stood out to you, or, if they're the same vehicles that we've always had in this game?
The only ones that I saw was the Warthog, the Mongoose, and the Ghost.
Okay.
And I want to say, aesthetically, when you're looking at the insides of the Ghost, it looked very Halo 5 to me.
Okay.
But the outside of the Ghost, the shell and everything, it's felt very Halo 3 or Halo Reach kind of to me, design wise.
Interesting. Okay.
Which is getting that little balance, I suppose.
The old with the new.
I also found that you know, the cannons on that Ghost, it felt a little different. I want to say it shot slower than normal.
Interesting. Okay. Now, when
That's
you
what I
say
want to
slower,
say.
okay, so for anybody who doesn't know, the Ghost basically has what's the word? What's the word where like it's staggered shots, right? So it shoots these little cannons on both sides. The reason why I'm going over this, by the way, is because my older sister was talking to me earlier today, and we were talking about something that she had no idea about, but she listened to the podcast, and she's like, I think I put it together what it was. I was like, you know what? We should kind of like, you know, talk about some of the more detailed things for the people who are maybe just coming to Halo and maybe don't exactly know these little details. So when the Ghost fires, it has two plasma little cannon things on each side, and they kind of shoot staggered. So Mystery, when you say that it shoots slower, are you talking about like the rate of fire from the Ghost is slower? Or are you saying that the plasma bolts traveling from your Ghost to the enemy is slower?
I want to say it's a mix of both.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Whoa.
I was actually like, when I was using the Ghost, I did get a little bit of the Halo CE vibe, a little bit. It wasn't anything crazy.
Okay.
But also, hi Sister Trax. Thanks for listening to the podcast.
Oh yeah, hey Kate, Sister Trax. Thanks for listening. She was funny too. She was telling me she's like, yeah, like, you know, she has a bunch of the Halo novels too. She's interesting because like the only reason why her path to getting into Halo was I have to drive from Arizona to Maryland and I need something to listen to. Jonathan, what should I listen to? I'm like, oh, download all the Halo books, you know, on audio and just listen to
the
those.
audio books.
She listened to The Fall of Reach, The Flood, and First Strike.
Nice.
During her trip. And then like we met up together and we played Halo 2 and then eventually played Halo 3 together. So her path into Halo was through the books. And so she said that like, you know, people will come over and they'll see all the Halo books because like she's bought more and she's continued to read them.
Okay.
And she goes, you know, people will go like, oh, are you really into Halo? Like, I didn't know that. She goes, well, you know, my brother does a podcast and, you know, I listen to that and he and I have played Halo before. And she goes, she was telling me, she's like, the amount of knowledge that I know of Halo, like the little details compared to like, you know, it not actually being like that much of an interest for me personally. She's like, it's pretty insane. She's like, I'll be telling people, I'll be like, yeah, the Forge, you know, it's not even releasing, but Forge, you know, and it's like, what the hell? How come that's not coming out? And I'm like, just imagining her having these conversations with people like, what are you talking about? And it's like these very, very like niche conversations that we're having on this podcast. And I just love that she's kind of like repeating that with other people. I think it's really funny.
That's awesome.
But yeah, she's the best. So okay, so the Ghost, feeling a little bit of a classic and modern kind of take on the Ghost, and you feel like the rate of fire is a little bit slower and everything.
Exactly put my finger on it, but yeah, it definitely does feel like specifically when I was firing the cannons, it felt a little different.
Okay.
But I'm not saying it's bad. I'm not saying it's good either, because I didn't exactly survive very long in the Ghost.
Okay.
Another neat little thing that I found was if let's say for example somebody's driving around a Warthog, if you have the grapple hook and you grapple hook, let's say the passenger seat of the Warthog,
yeah,
you can actually just you go straight for the Warthog and you actually sit in the passenger seat while the Warthog's moving.
That's pretty cool.
Right?
So you could grapple into the passenger seat, you automatically get in, and then you punch the driver to death.
I don't know that, but I was, because of the Warthog I jumped in was a friendly, so.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, it was a friendly Warthog that I jumped in like that, and then I got out and then waited for him to kind of go back around, and then I jumped into the turret, and it's the same thing, right? Like if you grapple the back end of the Warthog, right, you can just automatically go into the turret, which was really cool.
That's really cool.
Another neat thing about the Warthog, they brought back the no overheating thing. on the turret.
Really?
Yeah.
So it's just infinite fire with the gun?
Yeah, I did not have any overheating at all.
They really brought that back. I can't believe that.
Yeah, to my knowledge, yeah.
I want to know what the feedback is on that. I'm sure the old players are like, "Oh, this is awesome," but I wonder if new people are like, "This is broken, dude. This Warthog's OP."
Well, I mean, you guys have like very different movement mechanics now, right?
I can't wait to talk about those.
Right. The other thing I also noticed, the plasma pistol does not stun vehicles anymore when you overcharge it. Yeah.
Are you serious?
Yeah, it doesn't stun vehicles anymore.
That was Jimmy's biggest complaint with modern Halo, is that those plasma pistols somewhat rendered vehicles kind of useless, at least in Halo 4, because in Halo 4 you could spawn with a plasma pistol when you set your loadout. So in Halo 5 is a little bit different, but still it's kind of, the plasma pistol really stopped the vehicle play. So plasma pistols no longer stop a vehicle dead in its tracks.
Yeah, I've used it, and unless it's a glitch, unless it's a bug, but like, yeah, there was no response at all, actually.
Wow.
Yeah. I think it's the disruptor grenade or something like that.
Okay.
That actually does stun.
Okay, so it's a grenade that can stun it.
It's a different kind of thing that can stun it.
That makes me really happy. I gotta say, one of the most frustrating things in Halo Big Team Battle for Halo 4 and Halo 5 is getting in the vehicle, wanting to drive around, and every couple seconds, and then you sit there, you get shot up by everybody, and then you die. It's like, why did I even get in this vehicle? This thing sucks. So it's like, if you can keep it going, to me, I think that makes for a better Big Team Battle experience, at least on the vehicle side. I wonder how they're going to balance that out. Or maybe they felt like it was, unbalanced, but in the other direction for the vehicles. Like vehicles were too kind of useless, so they need to kind of go back on some things that they, were trying to do to balance them out. Because if you look at Halo 2, right? If you look at Halo 2, probably Halo 3 as well, I would say. If there's a team that controls all the vehicles, you're done. You're just like, you can't spawn, like you spawn, a Warthog comes and hunts you down, especially like in Big Team Battle or in a 4v4 or something like that. The vehicles make a big deal.
They do, but there were also a lot of different ways that you could take down those vehicles.
Spartan
you had
laser,
the missile cannon, you had the Spartan laser, you
right.
had the rocket launcher, you had the what's it, the EMP or whatever, the discharge, whatever.
So maybe more Halo 2. I remember Halo 2 being kind of frustrating on, if you didn't have vehicles. So you're right. As long as there's lots of things that are in the environment that you can use to take out a vehicle, then that's fine. And I think in Halo 4, they just went too far the other way, where everybody could spawn with a plasma pistol. So it was like, driving a Warthog was like, you're getting killed so quick.
Right, let alone, don't forget, remember there was the loadout abilities and such that they had in Halo 4 as well, and one of them was to be able to disrupt or EMP a longer period of time when you're using a plasma pistol.
Yeah,
right? So
exactly.
A lot of people were basically using that for Big Team Battle.
So
definitely rendered it useless kind of thing.
I'm excited to play Big Team Battle. I really am.
I have a feeling there's going to be some really interesting stuff with Big Team Battle. Also the repulsor.
I love the repulsor.
Okay. That makes for some really interesting engagements with other vehicles. The vehicles go flying.
Oh, do they?
Yeah.
Yes.
I don't know if it's a glitch or something, but sometimes they go flying. I guess it depends on the angle or whatever.
Oh, I cannot wait to see this, man. That's what I mean. That's
like,
what you need.
Those are the moments. Yeah, those are the moments I'm thinking that you were talking.
Yes.
You wanted to talk about.
You need Warthogs to be flying around with people in them. I'm telling you, it makes for an experience that you just can't get in any other game.
Yeah, they say pigs don't fly, but Halo made pigs fly.
Oh, I like that.
New title for the podcast episode.
Yeah, pigs are flying. What was the quote?
What? I didn't exactly quote anything. I just said they say pigs don't fly, but Halo made pigs fly.
They say pigs don't fly, but Halo made pigs fly. I like that.
That's a trailer. That's a trailer quote for you, right?
This fall, pigs go flying. No, but dude, I can't wait to talk about the repulsor a little bit more. Okay, so tell me more about the how about the mongoose? Did you get any hands-on experience with the mongoose? Do we even need to talk about the mongoose?
I did. I noticed that when you jump into the Mongoose, there's a much wider field of view when you're driving.
Interesting.
The camera's a little farther back.
Oh, why?
I guess so you can see more when you're driving. It felt a little weird to me at first.
Okay.
I don't know. I kind of liked it being as close as it was, but I guess it would take some time to get used to just the camera being a little farther back.
That's kind of interesting to me that they would think to pull that camera back. I mean, I get the Mongoose is definitely a vehicle that it's an all-terrain vehicle, and it doesn't really do anything other than like get you to someplace quicker
from point A to point B.
Yeah, like there's no guns on it. I mean, they have a gun goose, but like the Mongoose doesn't have any guns on it, and even the gun goose kind of sucks. But so you have this vehicle that basically gets you from point A to point B quicker. You're totally exposed on this thing. It's very easy to get killed, but in the very beginning of a game, it's a great little vehicle to jump onto and like rush a power weapon or a piece of equipment or something like that, or just to get into like a better position, maybe grab the sniper rifle. And then like every once in a while, you'll see a flag get captured like on the back of a Mongoose. But again, you're so exposed that, they usually end up getting killed. But yeah, it's maybe because they know what that vehicle's about. That vehicle's about getting from point A to point B. Maybe they feel comfortable like, okay, let's give them more of a view so that way they can kind of better decide where they're going to travel.
Yeah, which way they can go.
Yeah, and
that's the way I was looking at it.
I don't hate that. I don't hate that.
Other things, let me think. The damaging on the warthogs.
Yeah.
You were able to, how like the turret has like a little bit of that shielding on the turret of the warthog.
Yep.
You can shoot that off.
Whoa.
Yeah. It can be shot off. The wheels like they pop or whatever. And,
yeah, I've seen some YouTube videos where the wheels are getting shot off.
Right. Yeah. The wheels are getting shot off. I wonder how much that's gonna change Big Team Battle. Like, are we gonna stop aiming for, I guess the body of the warthog and just start aiming for the tires?
I would think so. I think once we find out some more of these weak spots, because I'm sure that there will be more weak spots, I would not be surprised if you shot right above the grill of the warthog, if that helped it blow up faster, like if you're taking shots at the engine. Personally, I think that's really cool. I like the idea. I just like the idea that there's a warthog coming, everybody shoots out the tires, and then the warthog has no tires and they can barely stop, and then they slip off the edge of a cliff or something like that because they can't get a grip. Like, you know what I mean? Like, these kind of things are going to happen with these physics and the sandbox that they have. I'm very happy about it. I'm really optimistic. I'm really optimistic about the things that they're doing. The only thing that I'm a little bit bummed about is that I'm not convinced that like frag grenades kind of blow the Mongoose all over the place like I was kind of hoping like we had in Halo 3.
Oh yeah,
but I think the jury is still out. I was trying to look it up. I was trying to see if somebody was made a video of like the physics of the warthog,
physics of them, yeah.
But everybody was so preoccupied with the tires. Like, that's all the videos. I'm like, oh dude, you can shoot the tire out. Like, okay, cool, dude, but like what about grenades, dude?
I can tell you there were a few moments that I've seen where the warthog did go flying a little bit. Like it wasn't just grounded to the ground like the Halo 4 warthog or the Halo 5 warthog.
Right.
Some of it did feel a little like, okay, now we're borderlining like Halo 3 like warthog flips and such, which is nice.
Yeah, that's what I want. Yeah. Another thing I noticed about the warthog is the driving of the warthog is similar to Grand Theft Auto 5 driving when you're in the air. So if you're not sure what I'm talking about, in Grand Theft Auto 5, when you're flying through the air, you can kind of, angle your vehicle a little bit. You can land kind of how you want to. I've seen people do it with the warthog in Halo Infinite. They go up a man cannon. They're kind of able to sort of change the angle of the warthogs. That way, when they land, they're not going to go rolling over and flipping around all like crazy. They can kind of land like let's say you're landing on an uphill kind of thing. You can kind of land so that way your front tires are higher than the back, so you land, you're able to kind of keep driving. You don't have to worry about like hitting the front of the vehicle up against an incline.
Right.
So I've seen that, and I thought that was kind of cool. Again, I haven't got my hands on it, so I'm not exactly sure if it's the same thing, but I have seen the angle of the warthog changing as people are driving up things. So I think that is the case there.
Okay. that's as much as I can think of in regards to like vehicle.
Okay.
That I managed to do. I did play some CTF.
How did that go?
That went well. You can run with the flag. Now, like, you can sprint with the flag.
I'm very confused. I don't remember being able to sprint on Saturday when I was playing CTF.
Well, I was able to. That was something that was something I was like, whoa, what? Like, we can sprint with the flag now?
Why am I confused by this? Okay. Fire Mage Gaming in the chat said we could. So I was the only person on Saturday who was not running with the flag. Not sprinting with the flag.
Fire Mage says we just chose not to.
Okay. I don't know what we were thinking there. But I guess you can sprint with the flag. Okay. I was doing a lot
but
of...
you can't use any of your like abilities. Like, you can't use your repulsor, you can't use a grapple hook. That
makes
I did
sense.
test
Yeah.
as well. Yeah,
I was doing old school flag running, like picking it up, throwing the flag, picking it up, throwing the flag, picking it up, jumping, throwing the flag.
Flag taken.
Yeah, I was very much enjoying that. I thought that was pretty cool. A flag sprint obviously isn't as fast too. Yeah, that makes sense. All right, thank you, Fire Mage. I'm a huge fan of the old school kind of like learning how to flag juggle. You know, it's kind of like a skill that you kind of have to develop a little bit. And I'm a fan of that. So that's what I was doing, but sprinting with the flag, interesting. I did not even I apparently did not do that. I guess I didn't do that.
I don't know, it makes for some interesting engagements actually. Like, if you can, I guess, sprint away. I mean, you're not really that much faster, I suppose, but
right,
you know, it's still something.
Sure.
To get you just even that 2% boost, I believe Oreo said on Pig's Pod.
2% boost.
I think he said it was a 2% boost on Pig's Pod. But yeah, that was that was interesting. I think there was like a little bit of a trail, I want to say, that followed along the flag a little bit. Let's say like a little bit of like a light tail or something like that,
for people to kind of see where you're at.
Yeah, like if you're following along, I guess somebody that has the flag, like you can spot him a bit easier.
It's funny, I didn't really notice that. I don't think that you're wrong, but I didn't really notice that, but I don't think that you're wrong about that. Okay, well, tell us more. What else you got?
That's about it. That's as much as I got, to be honest with you, with the 45 minutes that I managed to play.
Okay,
on Sunday.
That's a lot. So I'm really glad that you got you got your hand on the vehicles, because that was one thing I was not able to get my hands on the vehicles at all. Friday was all Slayer. Saturday I was getting the objective games, but I didn't play anything on Sunday, and that's when like the vehicles were up. I have a couple things here that I would like to talk about.
All right, let's go. What do you got?
I want to start with challenges. Okay.
Oh, okay.
The reason why I want to start with challenges is because we have been talking about challenges for weeks and weeks and weeks and weeks and weeks.
We have, yeah, about 3 or 4 weeks now in a row.
So there's something very interesting about these challenges that I found. Okay, one, I like the idea of the weekly challenges and how they're a little bit more specific. I was playing around with swapping challenges. It's very easy to do. You can't swap an infinite amount of times, but you can swap a good number of times until you kind of find something that's in the playlist that you want or in the game type you want. So you might get a weekly challenge for something that has to do with flag games, but if you're only interested in playing Slayer, you can swap out that challenge until you get something that's meant for Slayer. So that's kind of cool. It's not an infinite amount of swaps, but you can, there's a good number there. The daily challenge, which is playing a certain amount of games. We talked on the other podcast of like, I wonder how many games it's going to take for you to be able to get the challenge done for the experience, right? We had talked about how in Halo Infinite, you're not going to have XP per game. Instead, all the XP is going to come from the challenges. So the thought was like, well, how many games do you have to play in order to get XP to go towards your battle pass? Well, the answer, at least for this past weekend, was 2 games. You play 2 games, you get experience. Now,
okay,
some might say that seems like a really low number. Is it really even that much of a challenge? But I think for the people who were kind of worried about not having like per game XP, like you, Mystery, 2 games to me does not seem grindy in the way that you were sort of afraid of it being before. How do you feel about knowing that the challenge is for, like, you know, playing games is only about 2? And by the way, once you play those 2, that daily challenge just kind of restarts itself. You get another daily challenge for just like playing more games.
Wait, what do you mean by that?
Okay, so let's say we get on Saturday, and there's our weekly challenges that we can do, but then there's also the daily challenge. And the daily challenge says play 2 matchmaking games, right?
Okay.
If you play those 2 matchmaking games, you get the credit for the experience for your battle pass. That daily challenge repopulates itself, so you can unlock more experience by doing another challenge for
sorry, it repopulates itself as in it would be another challenge there.
Correct.
Right?
There's another challenge there for playing games again and playing the 2.
Oh, it would be more than that. So maybe it would be 5 this time.
No. It was still like 2. It would be like the same challenge basically coming up again. Over and over. Yeah, exactly.
Huh.
Now, it could also be that this was just during the flight, so maybe they kept it limited to what the daily challenge was. But I thought that it was interesting that it was just like 2 games. So like, okay, you play 2 games, you get experience. You play another 2 games, you get experience. You play another 2 games, you get more experience. So I felt like that was kind of like a good, like, it's not per match XP, but it's pretty damn close to it.
Yeah, yes, I suppose so.
It's still a little weird because they hide it behind a challenge and it's not just XP that you get.
Right.
But at least it's not a super grindy, hey, if you want experience mystery, you need to play 10 games today.
Right. And that was that was one of the biggest concerns. Is just like, yeah, I have to commit to 10 games just to get XP, and that seemed a little silly.
Right.
You know, 2 seems a little bit more reasonable, but are we getting like more XP or?
So I don't think so. I think it's that's okay. So 2 other things I want to talk about. So the XP that you get for the daily challenge is the same each time. I forget what the number was. I want to say it was like 50 experience or something like that.
I see, okay.
And then there was another thing where on the battle pass, the amount of experience that it takes to go from like battle pass level 1 to battle pass level 2 is the same exact amount of experience that it takes from like battle pass level 4 to battle pass 5, or battle pass 29 to battle pass 30. So there is not a progressive XP stack the higher you get.
Interesting.
So let's say the highest level of the battle pass is level 50. Okay. The amount of experience that it takes to go from level 1 to 2 is the exact same that it takes to go from 49 to 50.
Okay. So let's say it takes, I don't know, I'm just throwing a number out there, 10 XP to go from level 1 to 2.
Yep.
Right, and you're going to level 49 to level 50, it would also take 10 XP.
Correct.
To do that. Okay.
It did not do, right, in Halo Reach, in Halo 4, in Halo 5, in their ranking system, the higher you got, the more XP it took to get to the next level. So this battle pass is not doing it that way. I thought that was kind of interesting.
That is rather interesting.
Very interesting there, huh? The weekly challenges were pretty fun, kind of easy. Once you get the weekly challenges done, there's more that like populate. So like at first I started out, I think I had 3 weekly challenges that I could kind of go for all at once. When I got those 3 done, there was then like a single weekly challenge for me to kind of focus on. And then that keeps coming back up. And I forget how many times you go through that, but eventually you get to the point where there's an ultimate challenge. You complete the ultimate challenge, and then you get like special armor that's coming out for that week. So it could be like a visor, it could be a shader or something like that. But like completing your weekly challenges earns you some kind of customization item.
Oh. And it's nothing special. It's something extra special. Is that what you said? Or
yeah, it's something different. You get a little
not
something.
A fracture armor, but
yeah, nothing crazy, but you know, a little something. A little something for doing things. Yeah,
hey, here's some effort.
Oh, here's some effort.
Something.
Hey, good job. Here's a little something for you. Here's a little something to put on your. Here's something, a little paint.
Thank you for participating in the challenges.
Exactly.
Here's your participation.
Now the challenges leads me to the next thing I want to talk about, which is the repulsor. Okay, one of the
Repulsor.
weekly challenges that I had was to repulse 3 enemies off of the map. Okay, now I remember, and I listened to it, our last episode, I remember saying I feel like this challenge might be a little difficult, and I'll tell you what, I had like the most fun with the repulsor. This thing was so much freaking fun. Okay, so there was this map called Live Fire, and there's this one section of the map, there's this like I don't know how to describe it. There's like this little tower thing, okay? And behind the tower, there's these 2 giant walls, and then there's this like opening in the middle of the wall, okay? And on the other side of the wall is you fall to your death. It's like the end of the map, okay?
Okay.
The amount of times that I would like try and shoot at somebody, like, hey, I'm over here, hey, chase me, and then they would chase me around that circle, and then I would repulse them off the map. Bro, 5 times in a row I was blowing people off of the map, dude. It was so much fun, and the repulsor just, it works perfectly. It was very easy to like use and understand, and I freaking love that. It was not something I thought that I was gonna love. Like, I thought it was like, oh, okay, that's a cool thing. No, dude, I had so much fun with the repulsor. I can't wait to get into custom games where it's like everybody has like a repulsor or maybe like a grapple hook, and everyone's like flying around repulsing. Like, bro, it was so much fun trying to get that challenge. I was playing with Fire Mage, and he took a funny clip where it's basically just me, like Fire Mage is doing his own thing on the map, and then every couple seconds all you hear is me going yeet, yeet. And I'm just yeeting people off of the map with the repulsor. Bro, I had so much fun doing it. It was just one of those moments where it was like, okay, this challenge made me do something in the game that I wouldn't normally do, and the payoff was just unbelievable. I had so much fun doing it that way. I'm just excited to, you know, go after some of these challenges. And I hope they come up with more equipment specific challenges that are like that. You know, I would love to see a challenge of like, you know, maybe you use a repulsor and you fly up in the air, because you can repulse downward to boost yourself up, and then, you know, maybe you get a kill while you're in the air or something like that. Like, I feel like there's a lot of fun kind of challenges that they could, you know, string together when it comes to some of these pieces of equipment, like the repulsor, like the grapple hook. So I had a lot of fun with that repulsor, and it was something that I kind of just wanted to geek out about and just share.
That sounds interesting. SEO Bear in the chat says you can splatter opponents against a wall with a repulsor shot too.
That is so cool. I didn't know that.
Yeah, I mean, I guess I did. Yeah, well, I did not know that either. But yeah, that sounds kind of cool. I wonder if there's like, if they're gonna have like a medal, or if like, you know, maybe how a ninja has become a thing where
yeah,
like, you jump over and you assassinate them or whatever.
Yeah.
Right. I wonder if there's now going to be something, or like a meme or something, where it's just like, okay, you let's say you're running close to the edge and you decide to jump and somebody's chasing you, and then you decide to like repulsor them off the edge.
Right.
Like, I guess isn't that was similar to what you were describing there?
Yeah. Yeah.
Or quite literally what you were describing there.
Exactly.
Like, is that going to be like, is that now like a move?
I think
tracks push or something.
I think it might have been a medal. I think I got a medal for it.
Oh, it was actually a medal. Oh, okay.
I kind of think there was a medal for it. I don't remember exactly what it was called, but I'm pretty sure that there was a medal for repulsing somebody off the map. They didn't call it yeeting, which they should have. They should have called it yeeted, because that's what I was screaming. That just felt natural. Yeet, yeet. Bro, dude, I was dying. I had so much fun, man.
That's funny.
Something else I want to talk about were the outlines. Okay, now I struggled in the first week with the outlines. And when I say the outlines, instead of doing a red team versus blue team where Spartans are painted a certain color of paint and everybody on the other team looks the same, we now have, you can make your Spartan look however you want, and the outlines are whatever color you want them to be. I think for me, I left it on red for this night. So every time I played against a team, the enemy had a red outline around their Spartan. I played for, I guess I played for a total of 7 hours. I played 3 hours on Friday, 4 hours on Saturday. So I got a lot of time, and I felt like
nice.
I only had an issue one time. I don't know if they changed anything about the outlines or if I'm just getting used to it. It could just be me getting used to it. But I was playing Mystery. I was playing. And at a certain point, I thought to myself, I haven't had an issue once recognizing who the enemy is or who my friend is. I did not have that problem. It only happened one time, and it's because I think a teammate of mine had nothing but, it was like all blue armor, and maybe there's like a guy on the other team who had all blue armor, and they were kind of really close to me, and I was like, oh, hold on, is this the other guy? And I was like, oh no, okay, I'm okay. But I only had one issue the entire time. So again, I don't know if they changed something on the back end with the outlines, or if my brain is just like, oh, this is how we're gonna process this information now. I'm really not sure which it is. But if they did something on their end, then it improved it. And they did something to improve it. If they didn't do anything on their end, then maybe this is something where after enough time, we're not even gonna think about it anymore, and it's just gonna be natural to us.
Okay.
Either way, I'm pretty optimistic. Go ahead.
I guess something that I noticed was the enemy team did not have their like gamer tag or anything above their head.
Okay.
So then the red outline, I suppose, could make it easier, but I still was confused.
Okay.
It didn't do any, like, even when I was playing, it still didn't do anything for me. Like, it just, I was still shooting my own teammate, like, not on purpose or anything. I was still having a hard time with it. Maybe
they didn't change anything on their end then, and maybe it is just the more time you put into it, then maybe the easier it is for your brain to kind of like figure it out, you know?
Did they change anything in regards to the overshield at all? The way it looks on a Spartan?
How did it look before?
I can't remember, but I think right now I noticed there was like a white glow instead.
Yeah, now the overshield is a bright white, like some kind of anime character that's falling through the air, right? And they have like all the lines coming out of it, and it's like they didn't color them in. So it's like this white it's very obvious who has the overshield. I've never seen, this is the most obvious I've ever seen being able to recognize who has the overshield.
I was confused when I saw it the first time. I was like, okay, so like, is this guy invincible or something? I'm confused. Does this guy have something?
Yeah, he kind of looks like the Brute Chieftain in Halo 3 when he would put on the invincibility thing.
Invincibility
but
or something,
even
right?
more so, yeah.
It just threw me off. I was like, is it an overshield? Is this like... And I kept shooting at him, and I was like, "Hey, is it invincible? Am I hurting him?"
It's very obvious who has the overshield. When the overshield's depleted, that's very obvious because they go back to the normal color of the Spartan who they are. It's definitely obvious now.
Really? All right. Well, I only come across that once, so I might have to like have some more time with that. But
yeah.
I don't know. For me, it was jarring at first. Very jarring.
Okay.
What did you feel about that?
Once I learned what that was, because at first I'm like, what?
You were just like me, right? Okay.
What is going on with this dude?
What's going on right now? Yeah, is this guy dying? Is he alive? Is he infected?
I didn't even know he had an overshield. I was like I had no idea what was happening to this guy. Once I understood that was the overshield, it was like, okay, I'm good.
Okay.
And my brain was just kind of like, yep, this is the way that this is now. This guy has the overshield.
Your brain's like, yes.
My brain's like, oh, okay, that's what we're doing. Okay, got it. Let me write that down. Okay, we're good.
Okay, so I wonder if there's gonna be like a speed boost or anything. Like, do they have a speed boost? I don't remember if they did. And if they did, is that gonna be a different glow as well? Is it gonna be a very different color? Because didn't the speed boost have a very whitish kind of like glow around him in Halo 5?
In Halo 5, they had a trail, and then I think maybe they had a little bit of like an aura of like a lighter color. I don't remember if it was white though, but then they had like a trail behind them as they were running, almost like those Tron bikes. You know what I'm talking about?
Right. Yeah.
So they had a little bit of a trail, but I don't remember exactly what color they looked like. And that's a good question. I didn't see any speed boosts this weekend. All I saw was the active camo and the overshield. Those are the only power-ups that I saw.
Okay. What else? What else did you catch on? I heard there were weapon problems. I heard. Did that affect you at all?
I am actually very happy with the weapons that I was using. and there's two of them in particular that I want to talk about. So real quick, what are the weapon problems that you heard about?
I've heard there's hit registration problems with some of the weapons.
Interesting. I didn't experience any of that.
From what I've been hearing, people have been saying things felt off. Those are the words that were being used when using specific weapons. Sniper as an example. Bulldog was another one of those examples.
So I can see people saying that the sniper is
Commando.
off. I think the sniper feels off because people are used to the Halo 4, the Halo 2A, and the Halo 5 sniper. This sniper is very much a Halo 3 sniper. And what I mean by that is it's hard. It is harder to kill people with the sniper rifle in this game for freaking sure. It's also way more satisfying to hit somebody.
Yeah.
So that was something I was going to talk about. The sniper rifle actually feels like difficult. I will say, in some strange way, it's like I had an easier time no-scoping people than I did actually zooming in and hitting them. So I don't know what my issue is. I don't know if I need to fix something on the and God knows there's like a gazillion different zooms that you can affect the dead zones and all that stuff. Go ahead.
Don't you remember like a couple weeks ago you mentioned that like zooming in doesn't affect accuracy?
Zooming in doesn't affect accuracy. Yeah, but that was more for like the assault rifle and those kind of guns.
So it didn't apply to the sniper at all?
No, because the sniper rifle has always been 100% accurate for where you have that reticle at.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. That thing that we were talking about before was about how like if you have the assault rifle, if you're firing it from the hip versus you zooming in with it, the spray of your bullets is the same. Whereas in Halo 5, if you zoomed in, the gun actually became more accurate. That's not the case in this game. In this game, there's no the spray is the same regardless if you're scoped in or not.
Okay, so it's not a tighter spread.
Correct. Yeah. But so I picked up the Halo 5 or I picked up the sniper a lot, as much as I could, and I found myself, it definitely feels more like, in terms of difficulty, this is definitely the Halo 3 sniper rifle. I had some things I was trying to get used to, and yeah, I mean, it was kind of difficult, but it's so satisfying to nail a hit. You know, to shoot somebody right in the head. It's just like it feels really good for sure. The other gun I want to talk about is the Commando. Okay, so this gun,
Commando.
I did not understand this gun. I didn't get it. I didn't understand it. I didn't want to pick it up. I'm like, this gun is stupid. I love the Commando.
Did you find the sweet spot?
I found the sweet spot.
You found the sweet spot. There is a sweet spot, right? I knew it.
Dude, I love this gun so much. So here's the trick to the Commando. All other Halo weapons, you want to fire them right in the head, okay? The Commando, you want to shoot like right at their collarbone. If you shoot right at their collarbone, easy kills, easy perfects. I loved this gun. I felt like it was, you know what it feels like, bro? It feels like just another rifle on par with like the battle rifle. If I spawn and look, they put the Commando and the battle rifle out at like the same little stations or whatever, right? So clearly they were kind of like trying to design a gun that was kind of like the battle rifle.
It's like an assault battle rifle.
In terms of its utility, right? Like, okay, range is going to be further, obviously, than the pistol. We want to make it kind of powerful, but not, you know, it's not a sniper. This gun, dude, I am in love with the Commando. In fact, if I were to spawn and I had a battle rifle to the left and the Commando to the right, I would almost think about grabbing that Commando instead of the battle rifle, which is hard because the battle rifle sounds so nice and has so much nostalgia to me, but I love the Commando. I'm a huge fan of this gun. And I don't know exactly what it was, but I'll tell you what, getting a perfect kill with the Commando is so freaking satisfying. I think it's one of the most satisfying guns to get like a perfect kill with.
Really? What a change. You hated the Commando last time.
I hated it. I was like, this is the most...
You hated it,
like,
yeah.
This gun's pointless. I loved it. I just got enough time with it. I got enough time with it, you know?
The last flight test, I realized that, there was a particular distance with the Commando that was the sweet spot. And I guess you figured out,
bro,
where the placement of those bullets is the sweet spot.
I was right at a distance. For sure, the Commando has a different sweet spot than the battle rifle. Up close, though, I love the Commando up close. It's a part of me that liked the Commando up close more so than the battle rifle, because like the battle rifle, if you miss one of those shots, you're extending the time to try and kill the other dude by like an entire 25%. With the Commando, for some reason, I felt like it was easier to kind of like self-correct. And I don't know if this makes sense, but I think it's like a 7-shot kill. But you can
Commando? Yeah,
I'm pretty sure it's 7 shots. But you can fire really quickly. And so like if you miss the dude for 1 shot, it's like you can kind of self-correct and then get back on track with shooting them. And I had a lot of success with the Commando. I had a lot of success with the Commando up close with people. So
up close.
I'm a very big fan of this gun. I'm gonna put out a bunch of TikToks this week between now and next week. I'm gonna put out a bunch of TikToks of me using the Commando and the sniper rifle. I really enjoyed the Commando. I really liked it, man.
Okay. Do they have any other new weapons at all? I never came across anything new at all.
So I picked up the scavenger. What's the torpedo gun? The torpedo skewer. Thank you. I picked up the skewer once, missed a shot, and then got obliterated by somebody else using it. So I was like, okay, I'm done with that guy. I haven't got enough chance to use the skewer enough.
Nor have I. It seems like the skewer is very much like you have to nail it. If you don't, you're very severely punished for it.
Yeah, it seemed like a long reload time for sure too.
Right. Yeah, that's what I mean. Right. Because if you miss your shot, right, then you have to reload. You're at a serious disadvantage. Like you're severely punished for it, kind of thing.
Yeah, for sure. I played with some of the newer alien guns. I think there is one. What's the gun where if you charge it and then you let it go, it has like this kind of fiery area? Do you know what gun that is? Is that the Ravager?
I think that one's the Ravager.
Okay, so the Ravager is excellent without holding anything down. If you're just running around and just firing it like you would a fuel rod cannon, to me, that was like I was trying to use this gun all night. I'm like, I don't even know how to use this thing. This thing sucks, right? All of a sudden, I started using it like a just like a rocket launcher, just like an
area of effect kind of thing.
Instead. Yeah, I was just like, I'm just gonna shoot it, like pulling the trigger as fast as I could. Okay. All of a sudden, I'm getting like triple kills all over the place, just wrecking people. So I really enjoy the gun. It's very effective. It's also very overwhelming to be on the receiving end of it. So if you're trying to shoot a guy, the guy pulls out a Ravager and starts firing at you. It's like it's kind of tough to. It just puts like a lot of pressure on you to try and like actually shoot them. So I feel like it's a really good gun for trying to overwhelm your enemy, or if there's a bunch of people who are kind of clustered together. It's really good at kind of like just freaking everybody out. So I like the Ravager. I found the best way for me to use it was more like a fuel rod cannon than anything else. I don't even know if I really use any other guns.
It bounces? Who designs a gun that bounces? It's a Red vs. Blue quote.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Sorry, couldn't resist.
That's okay.
When you mentioned fuel rod cannon, I was just like, every time anybody mentions fuel rod cannon, for some silly reason.
Oh, that's right. It does bounce. I forgot about that.
Yeah, that particular scene in Red vs. Blue, I want to say it was like, what, season 8?
Oh, you got me here. I don't know.
I think it was, season 9. It might have been season 8 or 9. I don't know which one. Where like he jumps out of cover and he shoots the fuel rod cannon. The bolt hits the floor and bounces, and he's just like, "What? It bounces? Who designed a gun that bounces?"
That's kind of funny, actually. But yeah, so I use those weapons. I enjoyed them a lot. I'm just a huge fan of this game. I'm a huge fan of the gameplay. I'm a huge fan of the movement. The assault rifle feels right. The sidekick, going from the Halo 5 pistol to the Infinite sidekick, it is absolutely not the same gun or even close to it. This sidekick definitely feels like the name that it's given.
It's what, 7 shots to kill?
I don't know. I think so. I think it is 7 shots to kill, but it's not as accurate, And
No, it's not. It's not the Halo 5 or Halo CE Magnum at all.
no, certainly not. Certainly not. But I kind of like it for what it is.
I feel like it's a cleanup kill kind of thing.
Yeah,
right?
I mean, I still use it as a primary as opposed to the assault rifle. Like as soon as I spawn, I'm pulling out my pistol. But like I kind of go the other way. Like I'll try and weaken somebody if I run out of ammo, then I switch to the assault rifle to finish them off.
Oh, I see. Okay.
But that's, you know, I prefer those kind of weapons to the auto ones anyway. So that's just kind of like a me thing. But I'm like, this sandbox, the movement mechanics, the gunfights, I am blown away by this game. And I understand that this is only a flight, right? But I don't think the game's going to change that much between now and when it releases. I'm just a very big fan of the way that this game plays. I wish I had some time with the vehicles, and I'd like to see a little bit more of that. But so far, here's what's sad for me to say. It's like, in terms of being like a Halo game, I really think that Halo Infinite might be my favorite Halo game in terms of the gameplay, the pacing, and how all the guns work. I'm such a huge fan of what I'm seeing so far. I'm a little bit fearful that Arena 4v4 and Big Team Battle aren't going to be enough to capture a whole bunch of other people, but that's like another conversation. We kind of talked about that a little bit last week. But for Halo fans, I really think that this game is going to bring the old and the new together and form some kind of like, okay, here is the child of modern and classic Halo. This is what it looks like. And like everybody's like, oh, we love this baby, it's so cute. Like I really like what we have with Halo Infinite so far. I hope they don't change much. Just everything about it. I don't know. I really enjoyed myself. I can see myself playing this game for months and months and months and months with other people. Like that's like I really like it. I really like it. Something else I wanted to bring up was team matchmaking. So I thought that this was kind of interesting. When we were going and loading up into games, I noticed that there was a team matchmaking level. I don't know what the process was in other Halo games. Hopefully we can find somebody who knows better than I and might be able to explain this to me. I thought that the way that people got matched up before in matchmaking went something like this. Let's say you have two parties of 4. I think that they used to do is take the highest ranked guy and basically try and rank him against whoever the highest ranked person is like on the other team, or find those two things close. Because anytime I would play Halo 5 with my friends, it was like we would get obliterated because I was, I've been ranked champion before. And so like I'd be pulling a bunch of people who kind of played Halo kind of like more casually into this like Onyx champion level, even in social, we'd be going up against really high level people and we would just get obliterated. So I used to think that that's kind of how it worked. I could be wrong, but it seemed like the way that this game works is they kind of combine everybody's rank and they come up with a team rank. So when you're loading into a game, you'll notice that it says like team, I think MMR or team something, whatever. And then there's like a number that's given to you, or there's a number that's given to your team. And so I think, again, I could be totally wrong here, but the impression that I got is that they took your team's combined rank together and put it up against another team's combined rank. And I think that the system works really well. The amount of games that I had in this flight, just in this flight, that were 50 to 49, 50 to 48, so many games were close. And I wasn't like, oh my God, this is so sweaty. No, it was like just naturally people's skills seemed like it just seemed like it kind of worked. And I felt like most of the games were pretty close. Now, there were a couple games where we were totally blown out. And there were a couple games where we were totally blown.
Every single game I got completely annihilated. I don't know what you're talking about. I got annihilated. Like I'm not even talking 50-49. I'm talking 50 and like 15. Okay.
There were
annihilated.
There were definitely games where we were getting steak-taculars, but I found them to be much fewer than the games that were closer. I found like we were getting more close games than we were games that were a lot further away. So I don't know how they base that. Mystery, I'm thinking maybe the more you play, the better they'll be able to kind of figure out like where you're supposed to be at.
Oh, do you think that because I played for like only 4 games, they were still just trying to gauge what my level is?
That's kind of what I'm thinking.
Match placements that they had in Halo 5. That's interesting. Yeah.
My first couple games, I crushed. I blew people out. I destroyed them, and then all of a sudden, it was like the skill just jumped, and I was like, "Ooh, okay, this is a lot harder right now." So I do think that they had their own qualifying amount of matches that they just didn't really tell anybody about. Like I'm sure that everybody has like a secret, a hidden rank in the Halo Infinite flight where they're like, okay, this person's this person. Okay, let's rank them together. I do not believe for a second that this was, hey, you know, old school kind of, we'll throw everyone together. That I don't believe that that's what was happening at all, because I had so many games that were so close. I definitely felt like this was a everybody had a rank, and I'm kind of curious what mine was. But I don't know if that's a new system or not, but if it is a new system, it seemed to work kind of well, at least from what I could tell. Yeah,
that's actually interesting to think about. I wonder how that's going to work out for social as well, and even ranked.
I imagine that social will have hidden ranks as well.
You think so?
Yeah, because Halo 5 social had hidden ranks.
Would it be hidden ranks per playlist or hidden rank in general?
Well, that's a good question. So what Halo 5 would do is if you qualified as a champion or you qualified Onyx, any playlist that you went into after that point, you would be going up against really high leveled guys. So it wasn't like you qualified for each playlist. It's like you qualified for one playlist, got your rank, and then boom. That's kind of where they put you in social games. That's where they put you in ranked games. So I don't know what they're going to do for this game. We'll find out. Menke, who is the gentleman who set up the ranking system for Halo 5, moved on to work for some other company. So I don't know if this new person is changing things or if they're kind of keeping the same Menke kind of philosophy and system in there. I'm not exactly sure, but
it sounds like they're changing things, but it seems logical based on the way they're changing things.
I really liked my experience. And you know what? The games that I was losing towards the end of the night, I thought to myself, you know what? Maybe I've just been playing for too long and I'm fatigued. Like I didn't think to myself, oh, I'm getting matched up against guys who I shouldn't be playing. I really thought to myself, I think I'm tired. And so like that feeling makes me as a gamer happy, because I didn't feel like I was being thrown to the wolves. I just felt like I wasn't at my best. And I think that's an experience that I had in Halo 5 a lot, where I felt like I was being thrown to the wolves.
Wolves,
like okay, I'm just getting crushed right now, and I feel
even in the older Halos, like Halo 3, you felt that way too. Halo Reach, you would feel like that way.
Yeah.
Being thrown to the wolves. I guess there are. I mean, if that's the case, then they're going with that whole like, how does the player feel? That the player should feel, you know, like they're actually contributing and so on and so forth. Remember that talk that they were having very early on?
Yes.
During that, what was it, the community update or something like that?
Right. Yeah.
That was one of their pillars. What was the pillar?
I could look it up, but I think one of the pillars was like, give something for every player to do. You know, have like, help everybody kind of feel like they contributed in some kind of way, or leave enough kind of paths there. And if the way the system is by like team ranks or whatever, well then like everybody could do that, because you know, in some kind of way, maybe you're the better player and your teammates aren't as good, and so like maybe you can find a way to kind of hook up with your teammates and be like, hey look, like we're going up against some guys who I'm better than, and like if you can lay down fire here, if you set up over here, I know that we can beat these guys, right? Like I actually feel like it kind of, I don't know, I got this impression from this from when I played that like this is gonna be a better system.
Player first focus.
Player first focus.
That's what it was. Provide the healthy engagement, player first focus, always be listening, learning, and experimenting, and provide unambiguous value. That's what they were.
Well, there we go.
Right.
Righto, mate.
Righto.
I want to talk about this one game that I had with Fire Mage.
All right.
Again, in terms of like coming up with like having memories, my first Halo Infinite memory is like it was this crazy game, and Fire Mage and I were playing, and this is like in the 11 o'clock hour, and we were getting spanked.
He's getting excited
Dude.
about it right now.
we were getting spanked, dude. There was like 3 games in a row we got blown out, and I was like, dude, we need a break. I think we need a break. And he's like, yeah, we gotta take a break. So we came back, and I think we like won a game, lost a game, whatever.
You grabbed your Kit Kat, I assume.
I grabbed my Kit Kat.
Okay.
I got a break.
Okay.
White chocolate, by the way. Have you ever had white chocolate Kit Kats?
No, I have not.
They're so good, dude. They're so good. I love white
Oh.
chocolate Kit Kats. If you guys want to send me white chocolate Kit Kats, please do. Anyway, we're coming up on the end of the night, and I think we started a game, and maybe it was like 11:45 or something like that. Like it was, or for me, for being Eastern time, it was definitely like the last game of the night. And so we go in, and Fire Mage and I, we lose our 2 teammates right off the bat, right? By the way, what you guys are talking in chat, I want to bring up right after the story. We'll talk about the loot caves and big team battle. So, well, I see people talking about it, and I'm like, hey, you know what? That's definitely something we should talk about. So Fire Mage and I are playing. We lose our 2 teammates in the very beginning. The other team kind of runs over us. They score a flag, right?
Okay.
Then we get 2 new teammates to come back. And I remember saying something at some point around there of like, Fire Mage, like, watch us come back and win this game. It'll be like the best. It'll be like the best thing ever, right? So we battle in this game, and we're going back and forth, and we finally capture a flag, right? And there's like some kind of like belief, like, oh, okay, we can do this. The other team late in the game comes and they score a second time. Okay. So we're down 2-1. This game is about to end, and Fire Mage and I, we make like one last push. We're like, okay, we got to do this. Okay. The clock is ticking down. Okay. There's 30 seconds left in the game. Clock is ticking down. We go into the other team's base. Fire Mage picks up the flag. I'm fighting some dude. I end up killing a guy, and then I think I get killed. Fire Mage is running the flag out of the base. He's trying to get to our side. I respawn and quickly come running back in. So from Fire Mage's point of view, he's running up these like steps trying to get away from the team's base, and he's getting shot from behind. And all of a sudden I come running past him, and bro, it was like, I don't even know how to describe it. I was basically just like walking backwards as Fire Mage was running with the flag, and I'm like trying to like absorb all the bullets. I like kill a dude off to the right, I kill a dude off to the left. It was like this epic like keep Fire Mage alive kind of thing. And we finally get back. Yeah, our teammates come in and start shooting up the dudes who are running at us. And so finally, okay, so the clock is down to 0, right? But we have the flag, so they're going to give us an opportunity to finish it. This was something that Halo 5 really irritated me with. When the clock got down to 0, whether you captured the flag or not, the game, or whether you had possession of the flag or not, the game just ended, right? No, not in Halo Infinite. In Halo Infinite, if you have possession of the flag and the game time is 0, you have an opportunity to capture that flag.
Oh my god, yes, they brought it back.
They did. So we're running, and I got Fire Mage, and we're in our base, and our teammates are dead, and the enemy's coming, and they're lighting him up from behind. And so like I'm like jumping up, trying to like take the bullets for him. He finally gets the flag captured. He and I are screaming. I'm like, let's go. We tied it. No. In Halo Infinite, like, I thought we tied the game and the game was going to end at 2-2. No. We sent this game into overtime.
Overtime, yeah.
So they go, overtime. And overtime is like hockey. First team to capture the flag wins. Now, I don't know if it was Halo 2 Anniversary or if it was Halo 4, Halo 5, because they're all kind of getting blurry in my mind. But I remember there's some game where it was basically like another 5-minute round. Okay, whoever captures the most flags during that time wins, right? So it wasn't like first one to score wins. It was like, okay, whoever has the most flag captures after this amount of time. No, this was like, okay, first team to capture the flag wins. And so like our whole team pushes, full of energy. We broke their spirit. And we come running in, Axios, and we go running in, and we wreck their team, and we grab the flag, and like, instead of Fire Mage running with it, Fire Mage is off like somewhere else fighting people, and I'm like running with the next dude, and we're running it into the base, and we end up winning, and it was so nice because we were down 1-0. Our teammates left, and I was like, Fire Mage, watch us come back, bro. Watch us come back. We're gonna come back this game. And then like it happened, and just the way that the game ended, like being down 2-1 with 30 seconds left, and then capturing their flag and contesting it and scoring that, and then winning in overtime. It was like one of those moments where it's like I just wanted to tell the people the next day. I think I had the biggest smile on my face for like 10 minutes after this game, and Fire Mage and I were just in chat just talking about exactly what just happened. And I thought about that. I thought about that exchange that he and I had, and I thought to myself, like, it's been years
since you've had that feeling.
It's been years, man. It's been years since I was so wrapped up in whether or not we were gonna win or lose a game. And I don't know. I don't know if it's the mechanics that sets that up. I don't know if it's just because it's me and Fire Mage playing together. Like, I had moments in Halo 5 that were pretty awesome when I won, but they were mostly relegated to 1v1 tournaments. It didn't happen that often in matchmaking.
Yeah.
This was like, this just naturally happened. And bro, it was just so amazing. And you know, if you're listening to this right now and you're thinking to yourself, like, oh, it just sounds like a regular game that you really got hype about. I'm telling you, there's something, like, I don't care if people think I'm nuts. There's something about Halo Infinite that is special. There's something about it. There's something deep in this game that is special, and I can't explain it objectively, but I can just tell you from the way that I experienced this flight, there's something about it that's special, and I know I'm going to be playing it for a while. I love the mechanics. I love the movement. I love the moments that I had. They're just nailing all the things, and I can't wait to play this game. Dude, I can't wait to play this game on Saturday.
You're glowing right now. You know this, right?
Dude, I'm just like, I'm honestly just having an amazing time with this Halo game. And like, I don't even care what the community thinks at large. I don't care. I am in.
You've seen the light at the end of the tunnel. You've made it through this cave.
This game has, like, it's like they thought to themselves, what would make Trax most happy? And then they did that, and then here I am, you know? I mean, they didn't do it that way.
No, they planned it out. It's on their whiteboards over there, okay? At 343 Industries.
Make Trax happy.
This is how to get Trax into the game.
But man, it was like, what a great way to end the night. And it really made me just, there are games from Halo 2 that I still remember. There are like specific matchmaking games from Halo 2 that I remember. There's matchmaking games from Halo 3 that I remember. I don't remember any Halo 4 games matchmaking. I remember playing with friends and enjoying I remember nights, like playing with some people, right? And Halo 5, the only matches that I specifically remember are from the 1v1 tournaments that I was in. I remember specific moments, but like not really games.
I can't speak on behalf of Halo 5 of finding those moments in big team battle and such, you know.
I hate Halo 5 big team battle, man.
But I did have, like we mentioned this last week, I did have a lot of fun playing, you know, Halo 4 with Q-Stick and all the shenanigans that we got up to in, like, you know, big team battle in general. It wasn't your the Halo 3 physics fun, but it was the silliness of like some of the stuff that we did.
Okay.
In Halo 4, that was fun.
Yeah.
With Q-Stick, the butt plug's a huge example of that. When we created the butt plug, the idea of the butt plug is just,
I could see that being a lot of fun for sure.
The funniest night that I've ever had on Halo 4 was that night. I believe Dustin was there too, like Podtacular Dustin.
Duststorm Dustin? Okay.
Sorry, yeah, Duststorm Dustin. He was there as well, I believe, where we did the butt plug joke.
That's cool, man.
Yeah.
All my memories from Halo 4 are like, Cortana died, not happy about that, And a CEO Beer, he's in our chat right now. He and I started gaming with him like kind of heavily during Halo 4 because like all my friends stopped playing, and like I wanted to play Halo and I didn't know who to play with, and like he was playing, and so like I'd play with him all the time, and I just like I remember playing with him. I just can't remember like a specific match that I had in Halo 4, you know?
Oh, nice. Yeah, well, here's to hoping that Halo Infinite has more of that stuff for you.
I'm in.
You know?
I'm in. I'm on board, man. Throw me on the train. I'm here. Let's go.
Choo choo.
Choo choo. No, really, I'm liking it. I'm just like, I'm looking back on last weekend in just like such a positive way, and like, yeah, I had games where I got blown out, but you know what? Like the night overall was just awesome. And it only takes one or two of those kind of games to like make you want to keep playing.
Yeah, just to keep that going, right?
Yeah.
And that's why I'm hoping we get more of those moments. I'm wanting to see the Warthog flip 4 or 5 times.
I can't wait to see the repulsor with Warthogs, man. I'm so excited. Right, I'm so excited about that. Oh man. All right. Why don't we go ahead and well, we already talked about playing Big Team Battle this weekend in Halo Infinite. I'm just going to go ahead and kind of bring that up again. This weekend, Halo Infinite Big Team Battle, it's open to all Xbox players. Saturday night, 8 p.m. Eastern Time. You can find me on Xbox. Follow me on Xbox. Did you know you can do that? You can follow me on Xbox at DaddyTrax. I'm on Xbox, DaddyTrax. If you want to watch what we got going on because you don't feel like playing or you're busy or whatever, or whatever, but you just want to hang out, fire_mage_gaming on Twitch. I'll be in his chat as well. So if you just want to kind of hang out with us and talk to us, I'll be in the game. We'll be in party chat. I'll also be in the Twitch chat so we can chat too that way. So I'm really excited about that. So please come and hang out with us, play with us. I think it'll be a really good time. I'm hoping we have as many people come out as possible. I'm really excited for it. Let's go ahead.
Stable, right? Yeah, that too.
Yeah. And I think they're pretty confident in the stability for them to open it up to everybody. I think they're pretty confident.
So, before you move on to whatever you're going to move on to next.
I was just going to do listener questions next, so go ahead.
Okay. Well, not related to the listener questions, but did you get the email invite for this next one? I got an email invite. I
hope so. I don't know.
Because I noticed on the email invite it said something about a friend code that you use. So I'm now confused. Is it still open, or like what's the friend code for?
It's definitely open. Let me go to my email right now.
I mean, I can read it. So it says congratulations.
Gaming@gmail.com. Password is yeah.
Congratulations, you've been chosen to participate in the upcoming Halo Infinite multiplayer technical preview this weekend, September 30th to October 3rd. This email is to confirm your selection and inform you that you receive all the details for this flight, yada yada yada. As a Halo Insider, you're also eligible to invite a friend to join you this weekend. Please share the code below with them. Below and have them redeem it on halowaypoint.com/redeem. Once activated, they will receive a notification on Halo Waypoint informing them how to download their pre-release build. And then it shows me, and then it gives me the friend.
Okay, I just found it here. Congratulations. Oh, you just read all that. Yeah, I don't get it. What's the friend code?
Hold on, I think chat is.
As a Halo Insider, you're also eligible to invite a friend to join you this weekend. Please share the code below and then redeem it on halowaypoint.com. Once activated, they'll get a notification on Halo Waypoint informing them how to download. So maybe it's just a way to get your... Because I thought that they said it was open for everybody, so I'm a little bit confused here.
Right, that's what had me confused. Is just like, yeah, I thought it was open to everybody, so if that's the case, then why am I getting this invite code to give to a friend? Asio Beer says, no, it's only for insiders. Kylie says, I'm a non-insider at RealMistry, for example.
Let me pull something up here because they tweeted out, want to join in on this weekend's Halo Infinite multiplayer tech preview? You can download the build via the Xbox Insider Hub starting right now. Halo Insider or not, you can join in on the action. Halo tweeted that out earlier this week. So you do not have to be an insider, but you do have to download the Insider Hub.
So is it one of those oversights where it's just like, oh, well, initially it was supposed to be like you can invite a friend, and then they just ultimately decided like, oh, hey, yeah, no, instead we'll just open it up to everybody instead, and then just didn't do anything about.
Hey, that's a really good question. I'm not exactly sure. I don't know why we'd be getting a friend code. Because the tweet that they put out says Halo Insider or not.
Yeah, that's the or not, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Maybe at first it wasn't going to be open for everybody, so they were just going to like, okay, this could very well be what it was. Maybe what they were thinking was they go like, okay, we want to open it up to more people, so what we'll do is let all of our insiders invite a friend, right? And then they were thinking like, you know what? Fuck it. Let's just open it up. Let's just open it up for everybody. Maybe that's like the order that this went in.
Maybe. I don't know. That's speculation at this point, though.
I know, but it's weird to like get the email, but then them say that it's completely open. I just can't think of any other reason why it would be like that. Like why else would we get an email with an invite, with a friend invite thing, and then them go, like later on, them go, hey, anybody can join.
Right. Yeah.
I can't imagine that it was open and then they said, okay, nope, now you can only invite one other person, right? Like, I don't think that that's the order that this went in.
Well, I saw the message that I saw, like the tweet that was sent out, and then I got my email. That was the order of events, which is why I was confused. It's not like I got the email and then I saw the tweet. It was the tweet and then the email for me, and that's how I got confused.
Well, here's how we could figure it out. If we can have somebody who is not a Halo insider, download the hub, and figure out how to go through that whole process, then we can find out for sure. So if you're one of those people, let us know how that works.
Anybody, please respond.
Anybody. But yeah, if you are, and look, we got a couple invite codes here, right? So like if you're trying to get in and you can't figure it out, let me know. You can have my code, okay?
It's me. I'm somebody, Kylie says.
Okay, yeah. Kylie, if you want to play Halo, then you can okay, I feel like there's like an inside joke going on there. I don't know what's happening there. In the chat. Okay, cool. All right, so we'll get that figured out. But if you are a Halo insider, then you're definitely invited. And I'm pretty sure that if you're not, you can join as well, because that's what their tweet said. So I will look for another tweet and see if they updated that. I'm not on Twitter, so I kind of have to like search their tweets like on Google, which is kind of weird. But
I believe there's a couple of community members in your Discord chat where they now also have Twitter.
Yeah, speaking of our Discord, go ahead and join our Discord. Don't forget to do that. You can find links for the Discord in the episode show notes and in the live stream chat. And in the description on YouTube. So go ahead and join our Discord, hang out with us. Things are buzzing right now because we got Halo coming out, and I am psyched and pumped. And it's look, long-term vision. We're gonna have people playing Halo with each other every single night. You're gonna have a group of friends who play Halo, and if you're the only person who plays Halo, come hang out with us. Okay, we're with you. We got your back. You need friends, we got you.
Together now.
We're in this together. So that's that. Okay, cool. Let's go ahead and move on to listener questions.
Listener questions. All right, cool. So that's the new theme song for listener questions. Okay, so we had a theme this week.
We did have a theme.
According to DaddyTrax.
The theme was, drumroll, candy. Candy.
The theme of this week was candy.
Let's take it from the top. What do we got, Mystery?
Take it from the top. Okay, so we're following number 1. Game Warrior asks, and he doesn't say first, second, third, or anything. He just says #red. M&M's or Skillets?
Yo,
I'm gonna assume he means Skittles. But...
No, we're going M&M's or Skillets, bro. I'm definitely taking them Skillets, bro. Okay.
You're going for the Skillets?
Yeah, dude, look, if you get a skillet, right, you can melt down any candy you want into a warm, liquidy, silky, smooth, river of sugar that goes down your throat. Skillets.
Wait, are you eating the skillet or are you eating what's in the skillet?
No, I'm sucking the candy liquid out of the skillet. Like that.
The question is
Huh?
M&Ms or skillets though. Not
Yeah.
what's in the skillet.
I'm
You're
saying
eating the skillet or
skillets.
you're eating M&Ms.
I'm saying there's more utility in this. He didn't say eating. He just said M&Ms or skillets.
Yeah, you're right. That's true. He didn't say eating. If it was a question about eating, I'm gonna go M&Ms.
He didn't say, hey, would you rather eat M&Ms or skillets? Then we would know, oh, okay, you know, he accidentally mistyped. He definitely means Skittles, and he probably did mean Skittles, but you know what? This makes it more special. I love this. M&Ms or skillets? I'm taking a skillet, bro.
All right. Well, I mean, he's in the chat, so I mean, he can clarify right now if he'd like.
He says,
do
I
have a
suck at
chance.
it, okay? Game Warrior, you don't suck at it. We knew that you meant Skittles, but I thought
Yeah,
I thought it was funnier to make a decision between M&Ms or skillets. I thought that was
and
funnier.
I went with that as well.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm definitely not making fun of you at all. I absolutely love that you put skillets in there. I know you meant Skittles, but
Okay.
to actually answer your real question, M&Ms or Skittles though, I'm taking Skittles. I'm more of like a candy, sugary guy than I am a chocolatey guy.
Oh wow, I'm the opposite. I'm more of a chocolatey guy as opposed to candy sugary.
Yeah,
guy.
well, what's that say, huh? What's that mean?
Yes.
Yes.
That means yes.
That means yes.
What is that supposed to mean?
I don't know. You tell me.
I'm expecting like some kind of innuendo or euphemism to come out of your mouth right now.
Nah, you always have sex on your mind, Mystery. Good
No,
God.
I don't. You're the one that starts it. Are you kidding me?
All right, what's the next question?
Okay.
Oh, I'm going to start giving out badges on Discord for people who ask questions. So if you don't have we're going to give out badges for people who ask questions. And I don't know what I'm going to do, but if you're somebody who asks questions like a Game Warrior or some of these other guys who are always asking questions, you're going to get a little badge that says something. Maybe I'll do something like once you ask 10 questions or something like that on 10 different podcasts, you get like this little badge. But we're going to start giving out, we're going to start rewarding you guys and you know, a token of appreciation from me for asking questions. So thank you for doing that.
Oh, that's nice.
I love you, Game
nice.
Warrior. Thank you, buddy.
All right, next question comes from Just Kylie. First,
Yep.
have you ever tried that feel good, and that's in quotes, feel good
Yeah.
candy? Question mark.
Wait, what? Say that
Have you
again.
ever tried that quote unquote feel good candy?
Have you ever tried that feel good candy?
She's got a like the the eyes emoji.
Yeah.
And like the sweat face emoji.
All right, go ahead, Mystery. Go ahead and answer that.
Oh man. He's snickering for the record.
No,
Okay.
I'm normal right now.
he's snickering over here. So clearly,
I'm not snickering.
what, we were just talking about euphemisms and innuendos.
Yeah.
And now I'm assuming that this has to do with something that I don't know.
I actually don't know 100%. I actually look feel good. Like what's feel good candy? You know, quote
Right,
unquote.
yes.
Feel good candy.
Just what is? Can we get clarification?
Yeah, like what's feel good candy? You know,
What's feel good candy?
it could be a it could be a skillet. It could be a yeah. What are the chocolate little circles things that aren't called Skittles or skillets? Skitlets? Stittles? What are those called?
I was thinking buttons, but okay.
No, they're really. Let me look this up.
What are you
real quick.
talking about?
I think or chiclets. Hold on.
Okay, you're just making stuff up.
Nah, dude, there's definitely a chocolatey. Oh, sixlets.
What?
Yeah, sixlets.
Is this one of those
No,
things
this
where
is-
I'm gonna
this-
have to go in incognito
No,
mode or
no,
something?
you don't have to go incognito. Sixlets. Sixlets. It's a thing. It's like a chocolatey circle. Yeah, chocolate candy thing. It's a chocolate candy. It's like chocolate surrounded. It's like an M&M, but like way more of a candy shell.
Really?
Sixlets. It's a
Okay.
weird name, man. Sixlets.
Why do they call it that?
I don't know.
Is there like 6 different colors?
You know what? Maybe. Let's see. Red, yellow, orange, green, purple. No, there's only 5 colors, bro. So that's not it.
Is there 6 in a package?
Nah, dude. 26 count sixlets chocolate candy pack. So there's like 26 in a package.
This is confusing.
Maybe
Was it named by a bunch of 6-year-olds?
hold on, they got these. Okay, maybe this is it. They got these like little packs of sicklets. It looks like maybe there's 6 of them.
Sixlets?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. No, so there's 8 in these little rolls.
So they're 8lets. I don't know.
I don't know what to tell you, man. 6lets. Anyway, what was the question?
All right. I'm scared to Google what feel good candy is.
Oh, that's a good idea. Hold on. Let's go Urban Dictionary.
Feel good candy. No, that's a towel. No, that's.
What? What are you looking up? What are you looking up, dude? Sorry, we couldn't
Kylie
find.
says don't Google it after I Google it.
I accidentally put feed good candy, and that was
Oh
feel
man.
good candy. Cause I have an idea, but I don't know exactly. Nah, dude, feel good candy. There's nothing on Urban Dictionary. I'm pretty sure it's like, you know, the goods, you know.
All right.
The first thing that I got for feel good candy are CBD edibles. Is this my wife? She sells
okay,
CBD.
so
Is this her thing?
Have I ever had a feel good candy? I suppose. I mean, yeah. There's been a candy that I've had that makes me feel good.
You know, we are probably spending too much time on this. Let me say it this way. What was the question? How was the question worded again?
Have you ever tried that quote unquote feel good candy?
I'm sure in some way or another I have tried that feel good candy. And I'm sure in some way or another, depending on how you're using this term, feel good candy, I have enjoyed this feel good candy. So I will say yes, huge fan of that feel good candy.
What he said. Next question. From Toasted647. #red. Are Sour Patch Kids good? In brackets, he says, if you say no, I will cleave your skull open with my bare hands.
Well, good news for me. I'm a huge fan of Sour Patch Kids. Love Sour Patch Kids. I'm a huge fan of the Sour Patch. I think my favorite like Sour Patch Kid like offshoot are the Sour Patch Exploders. So what they are is like it's a Sour Patch gummy, and on the inside is this liquidy kind of juice, and it explodes in your mouth. So when you have the exploder, you're playing around with it in your mouth, you know, and then eventually you can feel the candy liquid on the inside of the exploder kind of ooze out, or you can bite down into it and then it really explodes. So I'm a huge fan of Sour Patch Kids and all the different little variations. They had a red, white, and blue Sour Patch Kid, like a giant 5-pound bag. I got that for 4th of July. And the combination, if you had the red, white, and blue at the same time, amazing. Huge fan of Sour Patch Kids that you do not have to cleave my skull in.
So is that like a fruit gusher? What you were talking about?
I guess a fruit gusher is kind of close to it. The Sour Patch Kid is more gummy, and there's maybe a little bit less goo.
Okay.
But still really good. I mean, it's probably my favorite candy of all time is the Sour Patch Kid Exploders.
Okay.
I'll have to review it on TikTok.
I'm gonna go with the getting my skull cleaved.
You don't like Sour Patch Kids?
I'm not a fan of Sour Patch Kids.
Oh my god.
Yeah, it's not been my thing. I like cherry blasters. I like fuzzy peaches.
What are you talking about right now? It's not.
Are those
Sour
all things
Patch
that you guys don't have over there?
Hold on a second. What about like the watermelon sour watermelons? Because Sour Patch Kids makes sour watermelons and they're really good. Do you like those?
The sour watermelons? No, I don't like the sour watermelons. So Sour Patch Kids makes cherry blasters. So.
Oh, I didn't know that. Okay. Let me look this up.
They make cherry blasters, and then I want to say they make fuzzy peaches, but like just the individual Sour Patch Kids themselves, I'm not a fan of.
Let me see here. I'm going to Amazon. By the way, if you really want to make me happy, you feel free to buy me Sour Patch Kids. Okay, they have a fruit mix. Here's the extreme sour. Okay, tropical. Okay, this is not at all what I was looking for. Sorry, guys. I was looking for cherry. Oh, fuzzy peaches. I don't see fuzzy peaches by them. Let me look up cherry blasters.
Okay, yeah, fuzzy peaches are made by Maynard's, and Maynard's makes Sour Patch Kids.
Yeah, I feel like it's a little bit of a stretch to get there. Oh, Maynard Sour Patch Kids. You're right. Sour cherry blasters.
That was, like, recently acquired.
That looks pretty good. I kind of want to try that.
Yeah.
Candy.
Candy.
Says it on the bottom right. Like I need somebody to help me out. Is this like a Canadian thing?
What, Maynard's?
Maynard Sour Patch Kids, because they, like on the top left, it says resealable, but then it also has the French word for resealable.
Right. Yeah.
And on the bottom right, like there's like a French word for like open and artificial flavor and candy. There's like the French word for that right underneath it.
Yeah. So Maynard's is from the UK and Canada.
Do we not? I don't understand. Do we not have Maynard Sour Patch Kids in the States? Like, why does it say Maynard's?
Aren't they the manufacturer? I thought they were the manufacturer.
Well, maybe, but I just don't understand why in the U.S. they don't say Maynard Sour Patch Kids.
Maybe because Sour Patch Kids sounds more delicious than Maynard's.
Yeah, but why would you have one thing for one country and something else for another?
We're setting ourselves up to be.
Let's not get all into that.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Next question.
Okay, next question. Silly Goose Nessa asks, if you could only eat one candy for the rest of your life, what would it be?
What an awful question. Torturous. Shall I say blasphemous? One candy for the rest of my life? I'm going to go with that feel-good candy. What about you, Mystery?
The feel-good candy?
Yeah.
I would go with Cadbury mini eggs.
I forgot you're a chocolatey guy. Okay.
I'm a chocolatey guy. Thank you.
I'm gonna change my answer from the feel-good candy. That was a joke. Let me see here. Actual candy for the rest of time. It's tough because anything that you choose, you're gonna get tired of. But
of course, yeah.
I'm trying to think of like what candy I've kind of like been. You know what? I'm gonna give it to. I don't know, dude. Those Sour Patch Exploders are so freaking good, man. I have not gotten tired of those. I was gonna say like Mike and Ike's or something that's kind of stood the test of time. But you know what? I bet you in 50 years you're gonna have Sour Patch Kid Exploders everywhere. You're not even gonna see Mike and Ike's anywhere. So I'm gonna go Sour Patch Kid Exploders. I love them. They're so freaking good. They're so delicious.
Okay.
That's what I'll go with.
All right.
Oh, peppermint patties. Those are good.
All right. Next question comes from.
Wait, what was your answer for that one? I'm sorry.
Cadbury mini eggs.
That's right. Okay.
Next question comes from Paige.
Paige.
Milk chocolate or dark chocolate?
I'm a little bit upset you didn't put white chocolate in there as well, but between milk chocolate and dark chocolate, I'm going dark chocolate easy. Okay, my order goes dark chocolate, white chocolate, milk chocolate. Milk chocolate is like the worst kind of chocolate. It's like, ugh. It's kind of like somebody made just like some bland chocolate. I really don't like milk chocolate. I really like dark and I really like white. The milk chocolate is like okay, but I gotta say, I'm not impressed with milk chocolate. Go ahead, Mystery, what you got? You're the chocolate guy though, so your answer is a little bit more important than mine, I feel like.
I don't want to answer this question now.
Go ahead, dude.
I feel like you just shot me in the heart.
Go ahead, bro.
No.
I'm surprised how many people in the chat right now are really into dark chocolate. I'm kind of like happy right now.
Well, this is just disappointing.
Go ahead. What's your answer between
Milk
dark chocolate?
Milk chocolate, man.
You like milk more than dark? Let me ask you a question though. Throw white chocolate in there. What's your ranking for the three?
Milk chocolate would still be at top, and then white chocolate, and then dark chocolate.
Wow, you really don't like dark chocolate.
I find dark chocolate to be too bitter for me.
There's definitely dark chocolate that can get too bitter. and it's like
Yeah,
no
because
good.
they have their scale, right? Where it's like, you know, like I don't know, it's like 10% dark chocolate.
Right,
or,
right,
yeah.
right. My
I've always just found it to be like, if I'm gonna go dark chocolate, it would have to be a very low like dark chocolate amount.
there's like this homemade dark chocolate that I used to have as a kid, and you know the taste of hot chocolate when you put like 3 spoonfuls of like you go like triple whatever the triple whatever the amount of like powder you're supposed to put in your hot chocolate is. You know what I'm talking about? Like it gets really, really chocolatey.
Yeah.
I've had dark chocolate that tastes exactly like that. Like forget the milk. It's just like it tastes like hot chocolate, but like good, really good hot chocolate. And I'm just a huge fan of. I like dark chocolate. I just like it more. There's something weird. It's like kind of waxy or plasticky when I have milk chocolate. And look, it could also be. Keep this in mind. The United States, I think, has different standards for like what's considered chocolate versus other countries. So I know that,
Right.
especially between the UK and the United States, chocolate over there is very different than chocolate here. So it
Yeah.
could be the case where up in Canada, you guys actually have like really decent. Maybe I personally would really enjoy milk chocolate up in Canada, even though I don't love it down here.
Yeah, I find that like areas like the United Kingdom and such, like their milk chocolate is much creamier in general.
Okay.
As opposed to like I guess the chocolate in the States.
Good old Hershey.
Hershey, is that like your go-to for chocolates?
No, it's just a giant brand down here for chocolates.
Yeah,
And
we actually got a contract at the theater with Hershey's now instead, because like over here the theater that I work at, we used to have it used to be M&Ms.
Oh, cool.
Right, so like popcorn, M&Ms, and a drink, right?
Yeah.
But now they've changed the contract with Hershey's. They have a contract with Hershey's instead.
Interesting.
And now it's Hershey's chocolates in the top 2 shelves that you
So
can take from
Hershey's
instead of M&Ms.
Hershey's is based out of Pennsylvania, and it's kind of like a place in Pennsylvania that like anybody from Pennsylvania knows about Hershey. And like they have literally, there's like this town that was basically built around Hershey's factory. And so like I don't know if it was the person who started Hershey who kind of like built everything and sold it to all the workers or whatever, but basically there's like this random ass spot in the middle of Pennsylvania where there's this random town that's basically built around this chocolate factory.
Oh, cool.
And they even like made a park around it and stuff like that, and it's kind of interesting. Like literally in that town it smells like chocolate. It's kind of cool actually.
All right. We've got 3 more questions, all from Just Shady now.
Let's do it. Oh, whoa, just Shady popping in there with the triple questions.
Yeah, he is.
All
Number
right.
first. Yes, I did read that. Reread that as it says.
Okay.
Why did they change the way Butterfingers taste now?
Oh, I didn't know they changed it. If they did, somebody needs to pay and be punished.
Okay.
I like Butterfingers, but I haven't had them recently, so I don't know what they taste like now.
I usually use like, a knife or something to spread butter on my toast or something.
What was his question?
Why did they change the way Butterfingers taste?
Oh, god damn it, mystery.
Okay, that's okay. I'll just laugh it off myself. Second question.
Second question.
My next 2 questions are not candy related. What was your favorite gun?
Halo Infinite, or are we just talking about gun in general, dude?
It's the question. I'm reading it as it says. Yes. What was your favorite gun?
I'm gonna go with the Commando. Commando really surprised me, shocked me how well and how much I liked it. I love the weapon. I love the way it feels. I love the way it shoots. I love how satisfying it is to kill somebody with that gun. So I'm going with the Commando.
Did you count that?
Yeah.
Is that what that was there?
Yeah.
Because
I think I counted it wrong the first time. I think I was missing that 7th shot. The dude almost got me.
Oh, that was great. Do that again, please. Instant replay. Instant replay. Rewind. Rewind.
Oh.
Oh, you do that too well. Okay. What was my favorite gun in Halo Infinite? I don't know. I really like the feel of the AR in Halo Infinite.
Yeah, we'll say the AR then.
Say the AR then. AR.
Then.
R.
AR then.
R then.
Arr.
R then.
Okay.
No, I never got the chance to try any of the newer ones, so we're gonna stick with the R.
Arr.
Third question.
Arr, my rifle.
Third question, and this is literally the way it was written. What was your worst gun?
I love you
I'm assuming you
guys.
say like, what was your worst
I want every question to be grammatically incorrect. I think it's way more fun. All right, what was the question again?
What was your worst gun?
This stupid Covenant burst rifle. I hate it.
Oh yeah, that's.
I hate it. I hate it. That gun sucks, dude. I get that it melts shields, and the idea is that you're supposed to use that and then switch to a kinetic energy weapon and then fire, end somebody with a bullet. But you know what, dude? Instead of all that switching, dude, just pull out the commando.
Got the last.
I was trying to think if the in the very beginning was a bullet being fired. I think it is. Yeah. Yeah.
I'd have to agree. I'd have to agree with the pulse. I have to agree with the pulse rifle or
bleh.
what's the other? The one I'm
Gun
not a big
sucks,
fan of
though.
it. It's like
Gun
the
sucks.
one that ricochets off the walls and such.
Oh yeah, the Dead Space rifle.
Sure. Yeah.
It's the one that fires
It has two
horizontally
different fire modes, right? It
or
has a horizontal and
vertically.
yeah, that one. Yeah.
If you can hit the vertical shot, you'll melt a guy instantly because it's like he takes all 5 projectiles or 6 or however many
Right.
it is.
Yeah. I don't know. Every time I used it in the last flight test, it never really worked for me. I just had a tough time with it. Maybe I just don't know how to use it. Maybe that's what it is. But yeah, I'd probably say that was the worst gun.
Right. Yeah, it was okay for me. It seemed kind of inconsistent. There were times when I would use it and I felt like, okay, 1 shot, 2 shot, 3 shot, they're dead. But then there were other times I felt like I was firing and it wasn't as effective. So I'm still trying to figure that gun out. I'm kind of with you. I don't love that one either, but it's a good pick.
Okay, so for the sake of picking different guns, you pick the pulse rifle and I'll pick that one.
Sure.
Yes.
Yes.
All right.
Hey, good job.
Yes.
Yes.
All right. Do you have any candy related questions?
Me personally?
Yes.
If you were going to invent your own candy, what would it be?
If I was to invent my own candy.
Yeah. What's like the ideal, like you are like, oh man, if only chocolate was like this.
Well, I do enjoy having caramel in my chocolate.
Okay, keep
I
going.
also like to have, a hazelnut or some kind of almond or something.
I love hazelnut.
Yeah, so maybe
JJ in the chat says maple syrup.
Actually, you know what? That's not a bad idea.
Do it.
Let's give that a shot. Yeah,
Do
we'll put
it.
you could do I don't know if you guys do you guys have like a toffee fay?
I know toffee. I know toffee.
No, there's actually a chocolate called I think it's called toffee fay.
Toffee?
Toffifee or something.
Toffifee.
TOFFIFEE, I think.
If it's a thing, I don't know it.
It is. Oh, it's a thing over here.
Bro, I thought you were saying toffee. You're like, toffee? Oh, I know. I know toffee. It's not even what you're talking about.
No. It's
sound like an idiot.
It's an actual thing where instead of the chocolate or the caramel being inside the chocolate,
Yeah.
the caramel is actually the outer layer
Oh shit.
of the chocolate. The chocolate's the
God.
inner layer, and then inside the chocolate is
What?
the hazelnut.
Whoa, that sounds great.
It's fantastic.
That sounds really good.
It's fantastic. Now let's try it with a little bit of maple syrup on there or something.
Oh, yeah, a little maple drizzle.
There you go.
A little maple drizzle, chocolate, caramel, hazelnut.
There you go. That's what I would try to create.
That sounds
I suppose.
delicious, dude.
Yeah. All right. What about you?
I would basically try to take like the flavor of like strawberry candy. You know those little strawberry candies that are like they're in a wrapper that looks kind of like a strawberry, where it's like green at the top, but then it's like red on the bottom. It has like the little seeds. You know what I'm talking about?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I want to take that flavor, inject that flavor into a gusher, blow that gusher up about 5 times the size that it is, and then like elongate it into like a rectangle. So you basically just have this strawberry goo bar.
Okay.
And you just chomp into that, and it's just, oh, you got the strawberry goo, bro. You got the strawberry flavored, you know, kind of like candy, kind of soft, chewy candy. It's a soft strawberry candy goo bar.
I think I now understand what a feel-good candy is.
You just let the strawberry goo just drip down your mouth, you know? It's like...
That sounds really... It sounds like it could be really messy, though, man.
Yeah, but you know what? It's an experience, bro.
It's an experience.
Yeah. Strawberry goo bar. It literally comes with napkins when you buy it.
Not wrapped in napkins. Like you get a tissue box or something, you know? Like,
yeah, it comes in like when you buy it at the counter, they're like instructed, hey, give them one of these whenever somebody buys one of these strawberry goo bars.
Chad's going crazy right now.
It's
JJ's
like a brick.
Like, we still talking about candy here?
It's like a brick of strawberry goo. Oh yeah, dude, that's what I want.
Could that be different flavors? So it could be strawberry, maybe raspberry, or like
get
blueberry.
that shit out of here.
No, just straight up strawberry.
Only, yeah.
Strawberry.
Look, maybe eventually we'll do some raspberry goo bars and some blueberry goo bars.
Would you consider maybe throwing in like a little bit of jam or something inside?
I don't want it to be real. I want it to be that like gross gusher goo. I want gross gusher goo in there, okay? Nothing real. We don't need jam. I don't want to turn this into an actual dessert.
Okay.
Or people are
All
like,
right.
made with 100% jelly. Nah. Dude, give me that goo. Give me the goo.
Give me the goo.
Give me the goo. Do you remember way back when they had those blue popsicles with the green goo on the inside? Do you know what I'm talking about?
Blue popsicles.
Blue pops. Oh my god. Did I make this up in my head, or is this a real thing? Blue popsicles with green. They might have even called it green slime. Green slime popsicles. Okay, look up green slime popsicles. Okay, I basically want a green...
I'm now concerned. A green slime popsicles.
Look up green slime pop. I basically...
In incognito mode or...
No, you don't have to be incognito. Look up green slime popsicle. That's basically what I want. A little thicker, not sour, but strawberry flavored, and doesn't have to be frozen. That's basically what I think I want.
Huh. Okay. Okay.
Okay.
I don't know what this is. What am I looking at?
Green slime popsicle. Did you look it up?
I've never seen this.
Yeah. Oh, it's a Nickelodeon thing. That makes sense. Green slime. Yeah, they're like
okay.
slightly kind of sour a little bit. I don't think they even make them anymore, bro.
Darkly United says boogersicles.
Yeah, boobersicles.
Oh, booger, not boober.
What did I say?
You said boober.
Boober? Whatever. Boogersicles.
Okay.
Was
I
there
guess
any
I'll
more
ask one
questions?
question in regards to. Well, you asked a question.
Oh,
so
I
I'm gonna
did. Okay.
I'll ask a question.
No, we should do that. We should do that next time. We should both bring a question to the table. You know, put in a little effort on our part. You know.
Okay, sure. What is another kind of food you would like to have with a candy? Like your go-to, you know? So
Right,
like
like
for
if
me,
you have-
as an example,
yeah.
for me, I like to have like the Cadbury mini eggs mixed into my popcorn with like layered butter.
Whoa.
Yeah. I like to do that anytime I go to the movies, and I've gotten people addicted to this.
That sounds
you know?
delicious, bro.
It is fantastic. And if you can get the person on concession to like, you know, like pop a fresh batch and like put half of it in the bag, and then you can put like a little bit like put a couple of mini eggs or whatever in that middle part, and then put the next layer on, right? Because like when you get to like that middle part, like they're just nice and soft, and it's like a salty like kind of like like sweet and salty taste. It's great. It's fantastic. I've gotten people addicted to this. Is there anything that like, you know, you can think of? I'm not saying with popcorn. I'm just saying in
no, I
general.
got you. My answer is not going to be as good as yours, because that's a really good thing that you came up with there. And all the candy that I like is all like, you know, kind of like crunchy, not crunchy, candy, you know, like sugary.
Yeah, it's gooey, it's gushy. It's, yeah.
But there's a Ben and Jerry's flavored ice cream, which is a strawberry shortcake, but it's topped in this like white chocolate, and in the white chocolate at the top of the pint, there's these like little sugar candy bites. And so what I would try and combine is like a white chocolate bar with like Nerds. If not Nerds, then some other kind of candy. But I actually really enjoyed the white chocolate with the candy at the top of one of those pints of Ben and Jerry's. So that's, I guess I'm not really making it up. You know, my honest answer, dude, is probably like Sour Patch Kid Exploders and whiskey is probably my...
You just changed your answer like at the end there. What happened? What you were saying sounded fine to me. I don't know why you just... It's
gave up on it.
It's almost like you felt like everyone was silently judging you. And you decided, you know what, I'm gonna go with a normal thing.
I gave up on it. I don't know. I don't even know if that would be good the more I think about it. Because as soon as I thought about Nerds being in white chocolate, I was like, that actually doesn't sound good at all. I don't know what the candies are that Ben & Jerry's uses, but those are good.
No, but I was talking about something that you do, not like what you think you would do.
Oh. Yeah. Sour Patch Kid Exploders and whiskey. There's my real answer there for you. Sorry, I thought I was making something up.
No, you were not making anything.
Okay.
It's something that you do.
Yes, then Sour Patch Kid Exploders.
I probably should have put more thought into the actual question.
Sour Patch Kid Exploders and whiskey. That's my combination.
I don't know. I don't know if that's any worse than having a grammatically incorrect.
They really don't go together that well, but I attempt.
Okay. All right.
Sorry. I don't know. I don't combine it.
All right. Do you wanna wrap us up?
Yep. You guys have been listening to the Red Spartan Halo podcast, and this has been episode. Do you know what episode it's been? It has been episode
40.
47.
Okay, there we go. I thought you were gonna. Oh shit! Should I have just said it?
That's fine, dude.
I'm confused.
This
so
has been
I guess at this point we are reciprocal of PixPod, right? They just released 74.
Yeah, we'll catch up to them because they barely put out episodes. Yeah, they barely put out episodes, so we should catch up to them in no time.
Oh, Kylie says 8,543. That's what episode we're on.
That's what it feels like sometimes. No, we're on 47. We are the largest, newest Halo podcast. So thank you for making us the most popular, newest Halo podcast. But yep, this has been episode 47. We're almost 1 year in. This Saturday, again, we're going to be doing a fun game night. So make sure that you join us for that. Real Mystery, what do you got going on this next week?
What do I have going on this next week? Well, Venom 2 is coming out.
Ooh, so that's a lot of work.
Yeah, we got the passport. We have the vaccination verification at work now, so it's kind of been hell.
Oh, wow.
To deal with. Yeah, it's been interesting. But beyond that, I might be hosting a System Link party.
Hey, when is that? This weekend? Oh, okay.
Yeah. Unfortunately, it might be this. Yeah, it might be this weekend.
Nice. Are you going to stream it or do something?
No, strictly offline. System Link.
Okay.
People are coming over.
You playing Halo?
Halo 3.
Oh my god, that's so cool. Okay, I want you to tell us about it next week.
Maybe even some Halo Reach. We'll see if Halo Reach works properly. I want to do some custom games in Halo Reach with these folks.
Very cool.
But yeah, should be Halo 3.
Okay. That sounds amazing. I would love to do a LAN party with you sometime. IRL. I guess it would have to be IRL. But yeah,
it would definitely have to be IRL.
That's
maybe
the
when the borders open up on both sides at some point, you know?
Yeah. Maybe I'll just climb over into your country.
Oh, I mean, there are areas along our border where it's just flower pots instead of an actual borderline, you know? Like. You think I'm kidding?
No, I don't actually.
You think? Yeah, there is areas. I don't know where exactly, but there's areas where there's a division between the U.S. and Canada, and it's just a bunch of flower pots in the line.
There you go. That'll stop people. Well, that's good. Let us know next week how that goes, obviously. This week, I don't really have much going on other than the game night on Saturday. So I'll be doing that. Follow us on TikTok at The Red Spartans. Join our Discord. Link is in the chat. Link is in the show notes. If you need anything, go find us over there. And I think that's pretty much it for anything else that we have. Guys, I hope you enjoyed this episode. We will see you next week. And for anybody who is here in the live chat, I just want to say thank you for coming by. Thank you for the subs. Paige, Kylie, Fire Mage, thank you for modding the chat during this episode. And Fire Mage, thank you for hosting the community nights every Saturday. All right, I love you guys. Enjoy the rest of your night. See you next week.
Goodbye.
Goodbye. Oh yeah, goodbye.
I'm curious about this Venom 2 movie that's coming out.
I love Carnage, man.
Apparently, it's supposed to be like an hour and a half long or something like that.
That's not fast.
Short or something like
I mean,
that.
that's not long.
You know?
I hope they don't do Carnage dirty. I love Carnage. He's my favorite villain.
Yeah, he's a lot of people's favorite villain, so I'm kind of curious.
Oh, he's the best, dude.
I hope they don't. I mean, they're pushing, according to what Andy Serkis said.
Andy
they
Serkis.
Are pushing. Yeah, I believe Andy Serkis is the director. Yeah,
Okay.
He directed Venom 2. Let There Be Carnage.
Okay.
And he said in an interview or something like that, they are pushing the limits of the PG rating.
Oh, cool.
Right. So, yeah.
I love to hear that. Pushing the limits of the PG rating. Let's go, baby. I might. I didn't see the first Venom, so I'll have to watch that Venom and then watch this movie.
I mean, are you familiar? I guess you wouldn't really be familiar with the Venom story, would you? Because you weren't into comic books as
No,
much?
but I've read up on Venom, so I know the background of Venom, and I know.
Like he's Eddie Brock and like,
yeah, I know he's Eddie Brock, and I know Eddie Brock was he a failed reporter?
Well,
No,
yes,
he wasn't a failed. And then
it was kind of like that. Well, Peter Parker
Right.
Did something and kind of ruined his career. And
it was an
like that.
alien symbiote that then combined with Eddie Brock, and that's like there's that
After
relationship.
combining with Peter Parker at first, that's how he got his powers. To be
Oh, I
able to
didn't
summon
know
them.
that. Interesting.
So yeah, it was the symbiote attached to Peter first, and that's how they learned of Spider-Man's powers and so on and so forth. And then after that, it attaches to Eddie Brock, and that's how he's able to have those powers.
That makes sense.
Except he's more beefed up because Eddie Brock's always been more beefy.
Jacked.
Yeah. But this one, it's not exactly. It's slightly different.
Interesting. Yeah, I'm interested in seeing that. All right, guys, we're gonna hop out of here, and I hope that you enjoyed the live stream. I hope you enjoyed hanging out with us, and I will hope to see you all next week. All right, enjoy the rest of your night, guys. Bye bye.
Goodbye.